22. What up? What up? What's up, everybody? Hello. How are you? All right. I got to say, shout out to the future gang. Shout out to people that are live. But I always got to show love to the future gang. Hashtag future. If you're watching in the future. Because, hey, a lot of people do watch after the fact, which is always really cool. Love to see it. So I appreciate all of you. Yeah. So apparently the World Cup's going on, but it's okay. Maybe we'll still get 50 people or so, and it's okay. Either way, I didn't really have any ideas for today's video, just to be honest with you, because it's just all the same shit, right? Like doom and gloom, and like honestly, that's what everybody wants to hear. That's where the views are. That's literally what everybody wants to hear. You can't argue that, because if you say, "Well, that's not what I want to hear," well, you'll get about 20% of the views. So it shows that people are interested in the death, in the sad. So guys, please don't read the title. Think too much of it. We're just having fun. We're just hanging out. So it gets people hanging out. That's about it. So I think we'll be fine. Just as I always say, we'll be perfectly fine. Buy what you can while it's still low. I don't know. Or, I mean, you can gamble if you want. I don't think that's worked out very well in the last couple years, but hey. So anyways, how are all of you? Let's check out. Ooh, can I check out the eBay price? Let's see. I think the PCG ends in 4 days. Let's see. I don't want to show it because then they'll show my real name and all that. So I'll just tell you the price of the Charizard we're selling. We're actually slightly above PSA right now, which is pretty cool. So we'll see. We'll see what this ends. It's at $78. Yeah, I think PSA 9s are going for 62 to 65. So the fact this is at 78, that is a cool experiment, man. 44 bids. Wow. That's a lot. Holy shit. It's actually a lot. I did not know that. That is really cool. Yeah. Still moving. Dump prismatic? Hell no. Why would you dump prismatic? That's crazy. Why would you do that? Why would you dump prismatic? What's up, everybody? The market is tanking. 3 most modern sets. Yo, what's up, Hawk? How are you, buddy? Are you watching the World Cup thing? If America was playing, I'd watch. Or Korea. If America or Korea was playing. How are you? Good to see you, my friend. Just turned the stream on. Look at that. How is everybody? He said, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good to see all of you, though. All right, let's see what you guys got for me. Oh, let me go ahead and show off the store. I added a couple things. A lot of it sold really quickly. But I did add just a couple things today. Some things they're B tier. Not all of them. Let's see. We still got Black Bolt ETBs. If you buy all 10 of these, you will get a sealed case. Do keep in mind the sealed case is super beat up, but you are actually, it's got a huge tear on the side, but I mean, hey, it's still like $300 under market, so you can't really complain when you're not paying for it, right? Oh shit, did this just sell? Yeah, I put a B tier. I think market on this is like 110, 115. I put this B tier, $85. Big ass tear. Yeah, that was way under market. I think. What percentage is that? Well, you know what? Hold on, let me take this. I might have not put it in stock because I don't see a buy order for it. I think my dumb ass forgot to put it in stock. I just put it on the website. Uh-oh. 1 second, chat. I apologize. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense why I didn't sell. I never added it. So that's just somebody who wants to rip it, or, I mean, doesn't care about condition, but like I said, it's significantly under market. So I just threw that on there, just get some funds up. What else? Black Bolt cases. This does have a little tear on it, which sucks. But market's like 2,100, or the cheapest you can get is 2,100. So 1,900, no taxes. Of course, got the $30 Chinese still. I'm trying to look at the new shit we added today. I added some stuff. I added Destined Rivals, $9 packs. Oh, I just heard something. Somebody just bought it. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Okay, so that's gone. But it has a big tear, so keep that in mind. I got Gem 5. I don't think you can get it this cheap anywhere. I'm not mistaken. Case, sealed case, my last one. I have one single Gem 5 in one single case. And I think I'm out of that fully. Lost Origin. I got the battle decks. This is at distro cost. They cost me $18. If anybody want to learn Pokemon, there you go. A couple other things I added, I swear, if they haven't sold out. I added Phantasmal Flames ETB. It's pretty nice. I think it's pretty nice. There's a super small corner thing here. Little dot, nothing major. Did you guys see the price of these on the market? Look at this. Look at the price of this, bro. Phantasmal Flames ETB. Wow, these really shot up. Holy shit. Look, 160. 160, man. And the one for 160 has a lot more damage than mine. I think, if I'm yeah. Let's see. Is there a tear on this one? I'm trying to see. Oh, yeah. Way worse than the one I'm selling for how much? 145. So I don't know. I thought it was a pretty fair deal. Like I said, just trying to move some inventory. I actually found all these things that I added today, like randomly in one of my closets and one of my storage areas. I'm not even joking. I found one more pitch black that I must have ordered somewhere. I sold out yesterday and I found one more. So I think market's 215 on that. I've not sold any Chinese prismatic, which is interesting. I added an SPC that has a little tear. Man, it's hard to see in real life, to be honest with you. It's like right here. Like this little thing right here. There's a little tear. You could pick it up. Actually, let me show you with my hand. You could pick it up like this if you wanted to. But I think it hides pretty well. Not going to lie. But yeah, just full disclosure there. I found that randomly today, just cleaning. Yeah, a lot of this, pretty much everything I uploaded today, I just randomly found cleaning my house because my wife and kids coming back. We still got vibes. If you're interested, I can do it $99.99. I paid $94 for a booster box. So let me know. I bought half a pallet of those. So, yo, what's up, Izzy? How are you, buddy? Happy Ascended Week. Oh, why Happy Ascended? Did something happen? We could look at it. I haven't even looked at Ascended Heroes. Because of Sam's? Yes, dude, that's Sam's Club. So ETB is about 173. Oh, and I added B grade. I think Ascended Heroes ETB. Let me see. Yeah, 160. There's no tears. There's no tears with these. Well, okay. Let me say this. There's no major tears. There might be like little corner damage, little like line. They're definitely B grade. So I put them for 160. I found 5 of them. So maybe 6. If you want more, I can look. I don't know. I think I might even have up to 10 B grade. But I listed those just because, like I said, I was doing some spring cleaning and we just found a bunch of Pokemon throughout my house. So, hey, time to get it sold, right? Good. Just stopping by. Yo, appreciate that, bro. America embarrassed themselves their first game. Yeah, that soccer game was bad. That was bad. Okay, let's see. And that's the way we like it. We like it. Love it. Kind of catchy. I'll rip it, my man. What's good, DJ? Yo, what's up, bro? What is up? Like I said, I was going to do a video, but I was like, man, making videos right now sucks. You know why? Because, like, if I make a video that's interesting to me, it won't do well. It won't do well at all. So, like, if I just talk about the general market, but don't talk about negativity, I'll probably get like 1,000 views, like 1,500 views, which for my channel is pretty bad. And like, if I want to talk about positivity and like, you guys should think about the bigger picture, nobody cares, bro. And like, people will say this, right? People will say, I care about that content, DJ. No, DJ, I love that stuff. I don't want to be clickbaited. I don't want to do that. You might think that, but as Opossum Butt has said many times, he likes making feel-good videos. He likes making collection videos, but nobody watches it. He'll get like 20% of his normal views. So he has to do those kind of videos because like nobody watches that content. Nobody, bro, business content is like the worst content ever. Now, for me, it's super fun to make, and I do make them. Probably do like 3 or 4 a month, nothing crazy. Now, last year, I was doing more business content because it was more popular and people enjoyed it and actually like watched the content. But these days people aren't interested in business content. So you gotta move around, right? You gotta give people what they like to some extent. So it is what it is. So I decided, I wasn't in the doom and gloom kind of mood today. So I said, fuck it, let's just go live. Let's just talk. We could just talk. That way we're still doing content. You always want to do daily content, guys. I'm telling you, make daily content of some kind. Very important. for your YouTube channel, something. Do something. But also, I've been looking at my phone all day. There was like no videos. Did you guys notice that? Nobody made content today. It was crazy. I think maybe one person did. One single video all morning, bro. I've been like refreshing. Nobody made content today. So I said, fuck it, let's go live. Nobody's making content. I don't know what's going on today. Maybe something that I didn't know was going on, like the World Cup. I had no idea that was going on. So that could definitely be part of it. Just cover Black Bolt. Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I mean, they do, but it's not going to do well. You know what I mean? It's not going to do well. I've talked about Black Bolt since it came out, though, man. Like literally, soon as it came out, like I fell in love with that set day one. So I've talked about Black Bolt so much, bro. Like I'm burnt. I love Black Bolt to death. One of the best sets in SB era, and White Flare as well. I love it. I'm just kind of burnt on it. For me, Black Bolt's like if I recently talked about it, like the last couple months, it'd probably be fresh. I've been talking about this shit literally since it came out. So it's the only one that I'm not bored of talking. Actually, I'm still kind of bored talking about Prismatic, not gonna lie. But I definitely believe in Prismatic the most. For sure. Because Black Bolt's up a lot, right? But Prismatic's like not up a lot, which is great opportunity. What kind of content gets the most views? The kind of content that gets the most views, you just gotta, and this kind of comes with age, because I've just been doing YouTube so long. I just know like what people like. It comes in waves, right? So like at this moment, it'd be the doom and gloom, right? Like market crash, which I haven't even used the term market crash at all throughout this summer. But that would get like the views, right? If you just wanted a bunch of views. But when the market's popping off, at that point, you would want to talk about like the market popping off and like all-time highs and like the sentiment of like what people are feeling. Because the thing with YouTube's an interesting game, right? YouTube is like a psychology game, you know? It's all a psychology game. And like that's why you see the same type of content created like from all the YouTubers, because the ones that are smart, they make that kind of content because that's what people are wanting, right? And like I said, if people weren't watching it, if they were interested in that type of stuff, they content creators wouldn't be rewarded, right? So they just wouldn't make that content again. But when you get 4 or 5 times your normal views or 3 times, making a certain, again, just depends on the conditions of the market. Like for example, next month is probably all going to be 30th anniversary hype, right? So like you wouldn't really want to talk about, if you were interested in views and growing your channel, you would want to talk about the 30th next month and definitely in September, you know? So it just changes, man. It changes sometimes week by week, sometimes day by day, but definitely month by month, it changes. And yeah, to answer your question, what other questions you guys got? I'm still on nights. I usually catch up on videos through the night. Hell yeah. Perfect Order is about to hit MSRP on ETB. Oh, I saw the freaking booster box is the MSRP now, isn't it? Let me see. Perfect Order booster box. Yeah, I think I got 2 cases left, maybe 3. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, nobody's gonna buy that shit, so fuck it. It's just gonna be my long-term bag. Yeah, 175. I mean, that's MSRP. Whatever. But DJ, it's 150. It's 160. Shut up. Shut up. After tax, idiot. That's the same shit. Same price, bro. That's MSRP right there. Hey, that's good time. Good time to buy for some people, you know. If your time horizon's long enough, I don't know. I mean, you got to ask yourself. We talked about this the other day. I think, is it Anon? No, okay, definitely Anon talked about this. I don't know if Rudy did. I feel like he did, though. What do you think is going to happen quicker? Some of these good sets 2xing that are already up 400, you know, that are already $400 or $500 booster boxes. Do you think they're going to go to 800 to 1,000? Or do you think it's more reasonable to say Perfect Order going to 300? You know, when you think of it like that, I don't know, man. I think that's possible. I think it's possible that some of these sets that are already $400 or $500 for Scarlet and Violet booster boxes, I mean, Phantasmal Flames booster box. Is it possible that Perfect Order goes to 300 before those double? That's very possible. I don't know. And the one good thing about that position, again, I'm not putting my money where my mouth is on this one, so keep that in mind. And I'm not saying this will happen. I'm just, you know, talking about it as a possibility. The good thing is at $300, a lot of people can still afford it. A lot. When it gets, when a booster box gets to 800, 1,000, most people aren't buying it. For example, Fusion Strike. That's like 1,000 now, right? Nobody's buying that shit. Lost Origin, nobody's buying that shit at 750, 800 right now, right? Great sets. People look at it and they say, well, it's a great set, but they get so priced out and they say, fuck it. You know what I mean? They just say, it's gone forever. But at 300, 350, people aren't fully priced out. You know what I mean? They're not fully priced out. And they'll still spend 300. I think way more people will spend $300 on a booster box than they will 800 to 1,000. And that's proven in the data. That's not even like my opinion. You could literally pull up Lost Origin, how many you're selling a day. Go look up Evolving Skies, which obviously is 2,000 and something. But go look at the expense. Lost Origin, like I said. Go look at Brilliant Stars, I think is like 650. Go look at those. Go look at the volume for those in comparison. It'll show you, man. It'll show you. I bought a Pitch Black Pokemon Center ETB for 120. That's a good price. That's a good price. Yeah, I like that price. Did you see Rudy call out the PCG grading time? He kind of ranted about the shipping not being. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rudy was talking about me. I'm gonna say 99 point. Fuck. I'm gonna say 100%. I'm 100% sure Rudy was talking about me. How many other people made a PCG review video? Not one person on planet Earth. I don't think. I'm the only one. And he talked about exactly what I said. Yeah, obviously he saw my video. But I honestly, dude, I mean, I love this slab. Like, I paid full for this. This was not sponsored or anything. Like, I literally paid my own money for this, bro. I really don't want to talk to my ass, right? I love this slab, except for the circles. This is quality, bro. Like, I'm not even joking, bro. Like, there's a lot of good things about this. The only thing I hate is the circles. I shouldn't say hate. Hate's a strong word. I don't like are the circles. But dude, I'm telling you, like, I don't know if they'll see it, or if you guys can see it on camera. Hold on. Like, bro, when you hold this and you go back to, like, you don't even realize how cheaply made PSA is. You have no idea how cheap this is until you felt PCG slab. Like, this is the gold standard, right? Like, everybody loves it. And I like it too. I'm not saying I don't. Bro, so cheap. Like, I feel like I could just break this without even trying. Seriously. I could snap this. I mean, it's so easy to break this right now, bro. Look how cheap it is. Like, it's actual cheap plastic. Bro, this. Oh, I shouldn't hit that because I'm selling this on eBay right now. Thick, bro. I mean, solid. Like, straight up sturdy. This is fucking sturdy, bro. I'm serious. And it's heavy, too. Like, dude, I feel like I could probably drop this down the stairs and it'd be fine. The PSA, bro, you accidentally touch it too hard, it's going to crack. Like, I'm telling you, bro, as far as, like, quality, these can't compare. I mean, this, you really feel like, damn, that's protecting my card, you know? I got to give him that, like 100%. It is definitely, at least the feel of it is really strong, dude. Like, so strong. I did a short about PCG. Nice, man. Bundles are much better for, I haven't looked at that. Bundles, I mean, yeah, bundles are always good, right? Bundles are good too, because as things get more expensive, people can still afford the bundle. Look at it like percentage gains over dollar gains. Almost 400 boxes of PO bought just this weekend alone. Market is eating it up at MSRP. Of course, it makes sense. Yo, my man Frank, what's up, buddy? And now we have $200 boxes again. My excitement is explosive. Yeah, it's good. You know, it's good. Everybody gets to get Pokemon and have some fun with the hobby. Bundles, I read that one. Check out the player slabs that PCG offers. Is that the, like, single thing around the card? Yeah, that looks cool. I mean, I don't think I'd do it, but it's cool. DJ, I'm panicking and selling everything. I would say I'm buying, but I'm not. Dude, the amount of people reaching out. Holy shit, guys. There are some guys. You think I'm exaggerating when I talk. The amount of people reaching out right now to sell collections is fucking crazy, dude. I had a guy today beg for 75%. It was good stuff. It was great stuff. I just, I'm putting my money other places. I wish I had more money. Bro, I got offered a $200,000 collection a a couple days ago, like 78%. Which I don't have $200,000 cash, or you know what I mean. But that was a hard one to like not figure out how to get the money. But I was like, dude, I just don't have it right now. You know, like my sales have slowed down, so I don't have, and I also wouldn't have $200,000. But you get my point, right? But yeah, today I got offered 75. It was a 75%. It was a really good collection. But like I said, I didn't have the funds, and I do have some cash, but I'm saving it for other things, right? I gotta get my spend up on distro, and like I said, sales have definitely slowed. So yeah, just gonna wait it out a little bit more, and we'll see what happens. PSA is the lightest slab on the market. That's true. It's not about quality of the slab when it comes to grading. I'm gonna respectfully disagree on that. It depends. Like, what is your goal, right? Like, if you're trying to make a bunch of money, okay, maybe you have an argument. But like, this is a cheap card, right? Like I sent a cheap card, but like maybe you have a card with you and your kids that just sentimental value. Like I could definitely see a play. Brilliant Stars, Fusion. Brilliant Stars, got you. Fusion Strike. I think you meant to write Strike. Was bad sets 5 years ago. I saw one YouTuber say in similar perfect order. Really? They don't want those sets. You saw that video? I mean, I don't know which video in particular you're talking about. I'm quite fine to PCG slabs. I've done several orders with them. Their slabs are solid. That's true, man. That's true. Fuck it, bro. Sell it. A designer shirt isn't made more quality than a cheap shirt. It's the brand that holds the value. No. Okay. Yes and no, right? Like this is a really cheaply made shirt. Super dirt cheap shirt. I mean, I think this is like a $15 t-shirt. I've had shirts that are $40, $50 and they're way better and they last significantly longer. I've also done the same with shoes. I bought really cheap shoes and they don't last. And then I've bought Aldo's, ALDO. Bro, I have Aldo's from when I was 21 and they still are clean. They were a lot more expensive. They were like Italian leather. I have to respectfully disagree with that. I bought suits 15 years ago that I still use. And I've also bought suits that were really cheap and they lasted me 6 months. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't like the shirt designer thing. I get what you're getting at. You're trying to say like if you put a Nike check on it, then it's worth more suddenly. Touche on that. But no, quality does matter for sure when it comes to clothes. Like for sure. But I get what you're getting at. On the low end, it doesn't matter, like Nike. Also, hi DJ, you were right. And my views 10x. Thank you. Dude, if there's one thing I know, it's YouTube. I'm telling you. I don't, honestly, as I've said before, I don't offer the service for consulting. I don't get, dude, I'm telling you, there's been multiple people that reached out for consulting with me. Again, I don't ever offer it. They ask me and I've exploded their YouTube channel. Multiple. Bro, like it's like so smart. Did you auction the PCG card? I did. It's on eBay. It's not done yet. Bundles are just 1/6 of a booster box. How about that? There you go. What's up, Mason? How are you? Dude, people are not selling their journey together. It's making me a madman. You're not buying at 75%? Tell them to holler at your boy. Oh, I should. Yeah, no. I just can't right now. I just can't. I have too much, man. Like, shit, I just paid distro 11,000 yesterday. I got a lot, bro. I have like 70 or 80,000 right now in pre-orders for distro. What else? But I also, like I said, I'm buying Surging Sparks. What's in my mouth? This is called On. I don't want to show you. Well, I'll show you. We're all adults. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not good for your health. But you asked. No, dude. And then also, like I said, at least on my store, can't speak for everybody. Sales have been a lot slower. So I don't want so much inventory. Like I already have a good amount of inventory, right? But like, I don't want so much inventory if it's not selling. You know, it's a great buy. I mean, I wish I had more funds, but I also don't want to start taking from my savings. I don't want to take from my stocks, my crypto, my retirement, right? So, I just don't have enough money to feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But I wish, man, I would love to buy the collection. It'd be great. For Black Bolt, the price per pack is $5 less than the ETB. Yeah, I mean, ETBs are generally more desirable though. Pokegator, Pokeplane, what's up, buddy? I see you grinding. Pokeplane's always grinding on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. My Facebook group is loaded with people trying to sell. Bro, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. So many people are selling right now. So I'm not buying anything. I keep telling you guys. Had a card shop say they weren't buying right now because the market was down. I was like, isn't it a good time? Okay, so the time to buy is when things are down, 100%, 100%. But you got to think, dude, like things have really slowed down, like for a while now. And an LGS is different than me, right? So my heart goes out to the LGSs. Like as Mason said the other day, an LGS, bro, they have rent, which depending on where you live, it's anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. I would assume that's just one bill. You got to pay your Wi-Fi, you got to pay the electricity, you got to pay the water, you got to pay insurance, you got to pay your fucking employee. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's tough, man. It's tough. And so like, this has been what, a month and a half, 2 months now. So it's like, oh, distro bill. Don't forget, dude. If you stop, here's the thing. If these LGSs stop paying distro, they're fucked, right? So let's say I'm just making up fake numbers here. Let's say they're doing 20,000 a month or 10,000. Let's do 10,000. I don't know. If they're doing 10,000 a month and they stop, they're like, hey, I can't do it anymore. They're going to say, are you sure? Distro's going to be like, you sure? And they're like, no problem. Then they're going to get knocked down a tier. Then when the good stuff comes out and they're like, I got money now. Now you've been knocked down. You didn't pay. You can't quit. That's the thing. Once you get on the wheel, there's no getting off the wheel. So like, no, man, my heart goes out to LGSs, man. I wish everybody the best of luck. Now, there's pros and cons to everything, right? Like there's huge pros in LGS. There's also huge cons, right? Both online and LGS have their goods and their bads. The good with me, online business, if the shit don't sell, it's all good. You know, it sucks, but it's all good. Like it just sits in my storage room and I can just wait out the storm. And LGS can't do that, right? Like I said, those bills are still coming. You are locked into that shit. So now I get it, bro. Like they only have so much funds. They still have to pay people. Like it's tough, man. It's tough. But yeah, absolutely. To answer your question, of course you want to buy when it's down, but if you're out of money, how do you buy? You know, so it's tough. Oh, we got 100 plus people. Thank you, everybody. Guru, tell them I'm buying Journey together. Don't listen to that YouTuber. That guy sucks. It was me. I love you, Mason. You're a great guy. For Black Bolt bundles, the price per pack is $5 less. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, I guess if you're opening packs or like doing rip and ship, that'd be good, right? People MSRP gang will not end up buying the product since they're going way cheaper price. It is like similar. It is similar to crypto. I can see it happening in Pokemon. I already answered that question. He said it was hard to buy if people weren't buying his stuff. Made him some offers at market. He kind of said what I said. The thing is, too, you must understand. I can only speak anecdotally to my online business. When I had to pay 85%, like early in this year, I had to be really competitive. Like 85%. I had to be super competitive. And like some people still didn't want to sell at 85%. Then the market softened a little bit after Ascended, and then it became 80%, right? And then I looked at all what my YouTuber friends were doing, and they also knocked it down to 80%. So once 80%, at first, 80% people were like, fuck that, I'm not selling at 80%. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you, DJ, you know, like that kind of attitude. But then fast forward 2 weeks, hey, DJ, are you still doing 80? Yeah, I'm still doing 80. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't find anybody for 85%. Okay, no problem. I got you. Right. And then now that we've been so deep into this, put yourself in the buyer situation. All of a sudden at 80%, you get 20 people come to you, right? So it goes from it being really difficult to find somebody who will sell it to you to 80% to all of a sudden, right? All of a sudden, you get hit overnight with 20 people selling their collection at 80%. So then as a buyer, you have a lot of power, right? Before you were, I'm not going to say desperate, but like you needed the deal to happen. But when 20 people come, you can pick the picking. You can pick the best of the best collection. You can say, oh, this guy has Chaos Rising, Perfect Order, mixed in with some Prismatic, mixed in with some Ascended. Nah, I'm good on that. You're going to look at this one. This guy has 100% ETBs. 100% booster boxes, ding, 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 you buy that one, right? So now, before you had to kind of haggle with, man, I really don't want that half. I'll take the, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like, nah, no, 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 next. Oh, I'll take that one. Next. And then now where we are in the market is like, for me personally, I don't know what other people are doing. I can't speak for their business. For me, I just cut it all off. I said, I'm sorry, guys, I'm out of funds, you know? And so people are like, bro, please, 75%. I'm like, dude, there's just no money. They're like, nobody's buying. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe people are, right? I'm just saying these are the messages I'm receiving. So then when you start to get those messages, when all these people are coming at 77, 75, as a buyer, right? You're like, oh shit, maybe 75 is too high, right? That's like the first thing that goes through your mind is like, am I paying too much? I think the answer would be yes, in a way. Because if you're getting bombarded at 75, you know what I'm saying? You ask yourself, am I overpaying? Because it's like a balancing act. If you could think of like a cedar saw. So if you're getting lots of people coming to you for that percentage, you might be overpaying. Do you understand? But all of a sudden, if you drop your price and lots of people are still coming, you have to ask yourself, am I overpaying? Right? And so like sometimes you're paying too little. Sometimes you're paying too much. Sometimes you're about right, where you get 3 offers a day. That's what I see is like really fair, is when I only get like 3 collections a day. 2 or 3 a day is when I'm like, okay, I'm paying about right. And I don't know what that percentage is at that day. I'm just telling you an example of how I run my business. When I'm balanced, I'm like, okay, I'm good. When I get 20, 30 people, I'm paying too much. When I get no people offer me collections, I need to bump up my percentage. You see? So it just depends on the day. And honestly, it changes every day. Changes every week for me. I don't know. You might catch me on a good day, like the guy who offered me all those Surging Sparks booster boxes. I told everybody, I'm done buying right now. I'm halting it. We'll try next week. And then the guy came to me with a bunch of Surging Sparks booster boxes for a good deal, $240 a pop. I said, I can't, fuck it. Let's do it. You know, he had a lot of them. That was the most important thing to me. It wasn't like 3 to 5. It was a lot. Right. So I said, okay, you know, at 240, I feel pretty safe. Fuck it. Let's do it. So I did open my door for him. You know, but right now for me personally, I'm just on a pause. I just have to balance out the funds, right? I got other things I'm doing. I keep seeing people compare 30th to 25th, and they're saying it will crash like it did. That's insane to me. I mean, it's a possibility, right? I wasn't around for 25th, but people do say Pokemon crashed after the 30th. So, I mean, the 25th. So I haven't researched that. I'll take their word for it. You have to at least factor that in. That's always a possibility, right? It's always a possibility. Only non-investors are panicking. People that have been through this know this is normal. Wouldn't it still make sense to buy at 75 and sell at 80? If you don't have any money, like where are you going to get the money from? Let's say you start with $10,000. You buy $10,000 worth of collections. Now you have $0. Then what do you do? It does make sense. Sell at 75 and then, well, maybe not 80. 80 is really low. It's not even worth your time. But, you know, at least in my situation, Shopify steals 3%, right? And that's also assuming, you know, but just to go with your example, what do you do when you run out of money? That's what you have to factor in, right? There's not an endless supply of money. Like, I don't know, maybe you do. It sounds like you have like millions of dollars, but I think most people don't. I know I don't have like millions to buy right now. At some point, you just get capped out, you know? And I have to ask myself, I'll just put myself in the situation. What is more important, me paying my distro or me buying a collection that's going to sit around and it's going to be worth more in 3 months? For me, the answer is distro, right? For me, but that might not be everybody's answer. Like my answer is, how do I say this? What is my biggest bottleneck? I will definitely say this slowdown has showed me something. Do you know who the people who are doing really well right now with sealed? Take a guess. Let's see if you guys can guess. I said this in yesterday's video. Who are the people that are doing really well right now, even at these prices? I'm gonna give you guys 5 more seconds. 5 more seconds. Nobody watched my video. That's crazy. Okay, that's fine. The people that are doing really well right now, even with Pitch Black, Perfect Order, Chaos Rising, the people who have distro, right? Because they're buying these ETBs for, depending on your distro, $30 to $35. So even selling at $59.99, they're killing it, making a killing. Obviously depends on your how many you get, but percentage wise, at least they're making a fuck ton of money. And so I've really noticed that. So I said, you know what? Time to triple down on distro. And so I talked to my rep. I told you guys about this. I'm going to tell you all the details, but I'll tell you what I can tell you. I gave him a call. I said, brother, like, how can we, you know what I'm saying? What would you like to see from me? What could I do to help out? You know, so I put a $10,000 order in after talking to a non-TCG. Shout out to my guy, Anon. And then I called the guy. Yeah, I put the order in first because that's what Anon suggested. Put that order in, right? And then call him. And so I called him and he was like, that is what you do. He's like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what my, not exactly how my rep talks, but that's how I interpret it. He's like, that's what I'm talking about, DJ. That's how you do it. He's like, that's how you lock in Pokemon. This is what I'm talking about. So I built relationship with him. He gives me my kudos. And he's like, that's how you get Pokemon. You know what I mean? So, I'm thinking long term or longer term of like, what is ideal for me? I think it's, if the market does slow, I don't know if it will. Maybe it won't. Maybe we go through this huge bull run. Oh, we keep going, blah, blah. That's great. That'd be awesome. But I don't know that, right? But I'm just assuming at some point, maybe that's 6 months, maybe it's a year, maybe it's 3 months. Who knows? We're going to slow down. And so I need to get the price, my entry point down further. Yeah, I think that's one great way. One great way. Is that the right answer? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe that'll bite me in the ass. Maybe it won't. We'll find out. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see if that ends up being the right answer. Have you tried the Grizzly? Nah. Wait, isn't Grizzly like tobacco? I don't do tobacco. That's nasty, bro. No, I do. It's just nicotine pouches. That's it. There's nicotine and I think a little salt to cut your gum or something. I don't know. There's really nothing in it. No tobacco. People MSRP gang will not end up buying the product. That's true. Yeah. I keep seeing people oh, I already read that one. Lined up a deal off Facebook for 11 prismatic SPCs at 230. Wow, 230 is a steal. Wow, good for you. Good for you. 230? Holy shit, my man. DR ETBs for 120. Wow. Time to buy. That's a really good deal. Yeah, good for you. Now, see, if somebody came to me with that, I would buy that deal. I would put money aside for that kind of deal. It has to be a sweet deal for me, something with like so much upside potential with like minimum down potential like that. Like that play you made, that's a 10 out of 10 play. I would 100% do that play right now. Yeah. If somebody offered me that. But other than, like I said, right now for me, it's got to be like a steal. The deal isn't sweet enough until it was too sweet the whole time. If you go to Sam's Ascended Hero drop on Tuesday, should be. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to make it. I have work. So, yeah, it's not for the working class, unfortunately. It sucks, man. It's going to be such a good drop. I wish I could, bro. I'm just going to have to buy off the market. Some of these shops refuse to take a loss because they bought high weeks ago. It's better to lose. Yeah, I do agree with that. It's normal to see people selling. There's a dip because it's summer. Yeah. I mentioned that a lot in my videos. I think SVO 5 is worth looking into. 5. Fuck. It's not Twilight, is it? Let me see. SVO 5. I feel like Twilight's 7. Oh, Temporal Forces. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is rotating out, I guess. Skew Regiment is so important. There you go, buddy. Mega Evolution sets are going to go lower if people can't even get 75. Well, I mean, people probably can get 75. I think people can get 75. I was just sharing my personal experience, and most people aren't asking 75. People are still asking 80 right now. For me, but you got to understand, I'm one guy, dude. Like, with one small baby YouTube channel, I got 4,000 subs, so I wouldn't take what I'm saying and apply that to everywhere. Because again, there's 50 states. There's I don't know how many cities in each side, in each one of those states. There's people who are doing whatnot. There's people doing rip and ship. They're obviously going to be able to pay more. And yeah, that's just my anecdotal experience. People are realizing how little you actually get when you have to sell on eBay or TCG. Maybe they are. Yeah, maybe. I mean, here's the thing. If you're selling one SKU, if you're selling a couple items, I don't think eBay TCG is that bad, right? But if you're selling a $20,000 collection, a $50,000 collection, going on eBay sucks. Going on TCG Player sucks if that's not something you normally do, right? So I get it. You're trying to sell one item. Maybe you just want to sell it for eBay TCG or whatever. That makes sense. Or Probstein or something. That makes sense. But people trying to move massive collections, there's a reason they go to Mason. There's a reason they go to me. There's a reason they go to Dan. There's a reason they go to PokeNE. It's because it's a different service. It's cash tomorrow. Well, I pay cash the next business day. I don't know if they do. I think Dan says he pays every Tuesday. I pay next business day guaranteed. So, I mean, I've said many times, I've had people reach out that they broke their arm and they couldn't pay for the surgery. So they sent me the collection or had their wife pack it. They needed the money like the next business day. Right. And so like you send it to Probstein, you'll get a higher percentage, but you don't get paid for a month, So it just depends. It's not perfect for everybody. Like there's always different situations. Like I said, I've had people, their car broke down. They couldn't pay for the car. I've had people pay for the kid's surgery. Not even kidding, bro. Like you just never know. And everybody's in a different situation. And all the services offered are man, this sun is like right on my face, huh? Jesus. Hang on. I swear, every time I stream now, the sun just hits me. It's that time of day, isn't it? Let's see. A rising tide may lift all boats, but when it recedes, we see who isn't wearing pants. I don't think pants is going to help you in a crashing boat or sinking boat. But I get your point. Anyone who keeps holding. I don't know what that means. Let's see. People sleeping at Walmart. Really? For what? Distro. Oh man, you're way behind the stream. Those who bought 2-3 years ago. People that bought Black Bolt. Oh, Black Bolt's so good. I love Black Bolt. Bro, all my singles are up a lot too. For Black Bolt. Black Bolt Flares is just so good, bro. 30th does seem like a stronger set than the 25th. I think it's definitely stronger than the 25th. Is going to be able to effectively double the amount of product on shelves and LGS because they aren't doubling the amount of packs. How do you know that? How do you know that information? That would be my question. That's a lot of like inside information. I can't really comment on that. Let's see. People who have a mindset other than a 1 month horizon. Brother, I feel like you're typing so spread apart. Could you like consolidate these into a paragraph or something? Like I'm getting like a piece of your thought and then 6 lines later, one piece. It's hard to connect them if you could just like connect your thought. You know what I mean? Seems like some weird Wall Street culture. I've accumulated so much wealth just buying on the secondary market. I really think Paldea Evolve booster box are going to go nuts. You think so? Why? What would be why? I can look at it. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to know why you think a $500 booster box will all of a sudden go crazy. Like it's already gone crazy. Why? Let's see. Last 3 months up 12%. Last 6 months it's up 23. Last year it's up 40. I mean, why though? I'm just curious. Like it already rotated out. We already got the news of that. Like what specifically makes you say that? I'm just curious. Like it's already up so much. It's one of the most expensive booster boxes, Scarlet Violet already. Why? What would cause it to go crazy? 230 for SBC is a steal. 120 for DR is a steal. Yeah, that's a steal. Grizzly 9. Oh, nicotine pouches. Oh, I thought Grizzly made tobacco. Paldea has been sideways for a year. They should pop. I don't think Paldea has been sideways for a year. Nah, hell no. When that shit was rotating out, that shit boomed. Dude, Paldea wasn't that expensive that long ago. I remember I was selling them for $350. I think I was selling Paldea for like $320 not that long ago, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely $400 for a long time. I remember that. We sold a lot of Paldea. Yo, what's up, dude? How you doing? I grow. People hurting and starting to sell the good stuff. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to say. I would imagine a lot of people are. It depends too. Like, dude, if I'm up, you know, depends what price you got it. A lot of these things, people are probably at 3x, 5x, probably. So it's hard to say. I get it. Especially if you feel like you can reallocate those funds into something that has more potential. Because now that, for example, Paldea Vial's $500, I mean, dude, that thing boomed. I get it. Why somebody move out? I get it. I'm gonna get there at 5 a.m. for AH drop. Oh, really? I'm not ever waking up at 5 a.m. I'll pay market any day, bro. I don't give a fuck. My time is so valuable to me. Like, bro, you will never catch me out. I shouldn't say never. That's a strong word. I'm not going out well, I have work anyways, but hell no, you ain't catching me. 20 likes? We can do better than that, says Mason. My man. Let's see. Let me refresh. 22 likes. Wow, that's very disrespectful, chat. Hit that like. Do it for Mason. My Sam's Club will have 288 on hand. I have an Illinois allocation list. Oh, yeah, I've seen those passed around. I think that's about what mine's getting. Most Americans think I've heard can't afford surgery. What? Brother, I don't know what you're... Oh, because dude, you're really far behind on the stream. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. I get what you're saying because I buy collections. I'm just going to keep holding. It's like 5-minute delayed. I don't think it's 5-minute delayed. Hit live. Hit live. Yeah. Hit on the screen, hit the word live. It'll fast forward it to the present time. The 25th came with other Sword and Shield sets, whereas the 30th will only come with packs from the 30th. I think that, how can you say that when there's a bunch of reprints? I think that this is what the other commenter was talking about. Journey Together booster box still $300, but perfect order. Dude, if Journey Together is 300 and Surging's 300, then Journey should be under Surging. Surging's way better, in my opinion. I know there's like a big pump right now for Journey and like people trying to hype it up. Like, it's not bad. It's not a bad set, but let's not pretend Journey Together is like crazy. It's not a crazy set. It's a good set. I think not bad. Yeah. It's okay. Because the ETBs only have 9 packs in them for the 30th. All the 25th product had double the packs. Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you meant how many are being produced. Journey way better than perfect. Well, yeah. Not even up for discussion. I don't think anybody's arguing that. Has anybody argued that? I think everything's better than perfect order. That's like saying getting a blood transfer is better than getting gonorrhea. I don't think anybody would argue with you. 151 will always go up. You think so? It's a good set. Take a look at a chart. It hit 500 a year ago. What, Paldea? Yeah, I see 472. Yeah, 476. Then it went down as low as says 373, 346. Yeah. I don't know. It's a good set. Yeah, it's good. It's not the best, but it's good. I'm a big singles guy. People around me been selling 60% in tons of bulk. Really? See, this is good. This is good anecdotal experience. Yeah, I keep hearing though, like, no slowdown of any kind. Doesn't matter who you talk to and their experience. It doesn't matter. Like, no, it's not true. But when hundreds of people tell me, like, in different places around the world, like, I don't know, man, it's hard to ignore. No, it's hard to ignore, man. I don't know how true that is. I'll just take your word for it. But I heard older Magic the Gathering sealed boxes going up than Pokemon, up more than Pokemon. It outperformed Pokemon. Yeah, that's what Rudy said. I haven't fact checked it. It's probably true. Okay, true investors aren't scared at all and are finding deals with the prismatic deal the other person said. Summer slowdown is so common, and investors find this as a great buying opportunity. Yeah, I don't think anybody would argue that. Are people arguing that? I don't think anybody's arguing that. Oh, hold on. Oh, my wife and kids come home tomorrow. I'm so excited. Yeah. Tomorrow, my wife and kids come back. I cleaned the house last 2 days. It's been good. The bachelor life is over. The chat is faster than you're reading. That is true. We have a lot of chat. Thank you for that. Not scared at all and love the buying opportunities. Is anybody scared? I'm not scared. Are you guys scared? Anybody scared? It looks like nobody's scared. That's good. Vintage is always the safest hold. Ugh. Vintage. Ugh. I guess. I don't know. Ugh. Question. It seems like you can get deep discounts if you buy loose products. How do you get discounts when buying sealed? Money. Money talks. So, money talks, bro. Money talks. So you gotta find people that aren't idiots as well, and that's always like the hard part. So there's a lot of idiots that will like shoot for maximum value and burn a relationship and not be loyal to that buyer that has a substantial amount of money. But these are generally young people that are just idiots, just point blank. So it's very hard. That's the secret, is finding good sources, to be honest with you. I've got some good sources now, but it took me like a year, right? It took me a while. How do you find them? Money talks, bro. Like, that's it. Yeah. You got to understand, you're talking to a bunch of dumbasses, generally. Every now and then you meet a smart business person. A smart business person is like this. A smart business person is a little bit older in age, a little bit more experienced, maybe not in Pokemon per se, but just business minded. And they would rather deal with one person or two people, and that's it. Even if that means a little bit less money, they know that the money's always green and it's always on time and it's safe and they can trust them. That's what a smart person does. But you're generally not going to meet smart people. You're going to meet somebody that's an idiot, and they're going to go on Facebook and they're going to find the highest buyer, and they're going to travel. They're going to sell. If they have 20 of an item, they're going to sell 2 to this guy, and then they're going to wait 3 days to get 100% maximum value and sell to this guy. Then they're going to go around town. They're going to take a bus or a train or drive there, and they're going to sell 5 to this guy, and then they're going to have to go meet this other guy, and then they're going to potentially get stabbed the entire time or robbed by any of those people. You see, but these are idiots. They don't think that kind of way, right? Like, they would rather sacrifice their time for $1. And it's always hard to find somebody that's intelligent, right? Like, a smart person, again, as retrospect says, if I have said, if many people have said, a smart, intelligent person wants to deal with 1, maybe 2 people max, and always have that steady cash flow in that relationship. But you're not going to find a lot of smart people on the internet. I'm sorry. You're not, unfortunately. That's always the hard part, is finding a good source, right? I find it funny if SBO 1 through SBO 7 came out during this market cycle, the masses would call them trash sets. You think so? I don't think anybody would call 151 trash. I don't think anybody would have called Paldea Evolve trash right now. No, hell, not in this market. Nah, hell no. I don't think so. Skull Bite Base. Yeah, I could see that. Obsidian Flames. I don't like Obsidian Flames personally. I think it's kind of lame. I could see that one not doing great, but yeah, no, I don't think so, man. I think they would have done just fine. Some of those. Now, SBO 5, yeah, it's not that good. 7's what? Twilight? Twilight's good, bro. I like Twilight. Twilight is slept on. Smart man, tall cat. I don't know what that means. All these metaphors and shit, bro. I have no idea what you're saying. I don't know what that means. There's going to be a mass exodus in Pokemon. Source? Trust me, bro. Source? Well, Dio always, shout out to my guy Dio. He always just like, I don't know. You have a bunch of dreams or something, and you just say, you know what? I just saw this happen. What's the word? Intuition? I don't know. No, intuition would be like if you felt something or thought something. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. This shit. I have to keep adjusting my damn camera. The sun moved right back at you, Drake. Drake? I'm not even. I was going to say African American, but he's Canadian. Whatever. That blood transplant versus. I don't know what that is. Journey Together versus PO comparison was oh, the one I named gonorrhea. Oh, is that how you spell gonorrhea? Damn. Okay, silent H. I think Paldea has been between 4 and 500 for over a year. I think it's ready for the next leg up. I don't know. I mean, it's a good set, but are we going to see 800 soon? Like, I don't like that. I don't like it as a store owner personally because it's hard, dude. Like, take 151 for example. I'm so glad I stopped buying 151 when it was still booming because, like, dude, the 151 UPC went up to 1100. I tried to sell it for 87%. Nobody would buy it. 87. Nobody. Like, when things get so expensive, bro, I'm telling you, like, you cannot find fuckloads of people to buy it. You'll find one or two every now and then, right? Like, you'll find Lost Origin, perfect example. I had 2 booster boxes of it. That shit took me like 3 months to sell because not that many people have $800, $700, you know? But dude, if I throw on a bunch of Stellar Crown on now, all gone instantly, liquidated right now. You know what I mean? So it also depends how many you have. If you just have 1 or 2, it's not a big deal. But like, you're really scaling this shit, you're buying 20, 30, 50, 100 or something. It's hard. It's hard. The more things get up, the more priced out people are. I'm almost convinced Pokemon new market was getting too crazy from Ascended. They had to cool it down. Nah, I mean, okay, you're probably right in some ways because like everybody knows what's going to be a big hit, right? Do Gen 1. You throw a bunch of Gen 1 bangers in there, it's a hit every time, right? You throw Zygarde in there, they're not stupid. They know Zygarde's not popular. Now, I think they probably thought that Greninja was going to be a banger. Because Greninja's a pretty popular Pokemon. I don't think he's S tier, but I think he's A tier for sure. Very well known. I heard in China, or was it Japan? It's like one of the most popular Pokemon. So they probably thought it was going to do better, but you got to put yourself in their shoes. They still sell out. It doesn't matter if it's a good or bad set. They're still sold out. So does it really matter? If you think of it in Pokemon terms, because that's what you're talking about, the Pokemon company doesn't give a shit. They're selling out of everything every time. So everything they print, they sell. Battle decks, promo this, promo that, booster box, ETB, bundle, ancillary, doesn't matter. Always sold out. Everything. So for them, it's always a win. The summer has been phenomenal for our sales. Panic sellers dumping hundreds of thousands. Listen to this. I love these sorts of experiences. Hundreds of thousands of dollars of inventory on me, which then gets sold for massive margins. Nice. I think you commented in one of my videos, you just bought a $200,000 collection. Yeah. So you must be a huge store because like most people don't have 200 grand cash, right? If people are scared, why are they selling it? Aren't scared. So I have not seen anybody selling it 60% personally. Definitely not sealed product. So I can't comment on that. I haven't seen a single person. I wish people would sell to me for 60%. See it. Now that would be good enough to sell some stocks. If people start coming to me, not singles and slabs, but if people came to me with sealed product for 60%, all right, fuck it. Let's move around some Bitcoin. Fuck it. Let's move around some stocks. Okay, fine. Yeah, in that situation, that I would do that, but I haven't seen anybody do that. I just saw one person in chat say that. Just saying true investors aren't worried, but others definitely are. But yeah, I know you're not scared, and neither am I, but we both know people are including people that call themselves investors. Oh, for sure. Lots of people are panicking. I was at a large show, 300 vendors this weekend, and there was only one minty box of Paldea Evolved, and it was gone quick. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. DJ, people call Paldea Evolved trash and laughed at Alex Nostalgianomics for so long. It's not even funny for going big in it. Oh, dude, sick. I'm glad it worked out for him, you know? If you had loose packs of Evo Skies, would you sell them right now? It's funny you say that. I just sold out of Evolving Skies yesterday. How much was I selling them for? Let me see. Let me see what I was selling my Evolving Skies for. Loose packs. Like I said, it's really funny you asked that. I just sold out yesterday. Evolving Skies. I sold mine if it would ever load for $39.99. I bought them for $35.10, so I didn't, I made less than $4 a pack. Would I sell them for 40? Yeah, I mean, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I mean, I sold mine, so. GameStop going digital in the future. I mean, their power packs suck ass, bro. GameStop power packs are terrible. They need to learn from Galaxy Grail. Galaxy Grail is freaking good. That shit is good, bro. You open up a GameStop, you either hit it big or you get nothing. Like trash. Galaxy Grail, you either hit it big or you get half your money back. That's so much better, bro. Like you're guaranteed a PSA 9 or 10. It's you never get super fucked, right? You put $100 in the machine, you either get $300 back, $200 back, $100 back, or like 50. You never just get fucked. You know what I mean? GameStop just the trash ass slab. They need to do what Galaxy Grail is doing, bro. I do feel bad for people that built their entire store off of Japanese. Yeah, I had to wean off Japanese. It just doesn't sell. Chinese used to sell really good for me, or really well for me. It comes in waves for me. The foreign language stuff is in waves. Like it'll be terrible, terrible, terrible. Whoa, sold out. And then you're like, fuck, I don't have any more, right? So for me, like the other day, like I hadn't sold Gem 5 in a while, besides like onesie, twosies here and there. And then suddenly somebody bought two cases off me, which only had 2 on the store. So I put my last one up. So it's weird like that for me. Chinese is strange. Like, and same with Japanese. Like nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. Boom. One guy comes in, buys 30. Right. And I just sell it to one person every time. It's weird. I don't know. It just comes in waves. I sold my 58 Evo loose packs at like 42 a few weeks ago at market to do a rip and ship. Nice. With the downturn, would you still pay a premium for sealed cases? Nah. No. I've actually halted buying, not because I want to. It's just, like I said, I always am transparent with you guys. Sales have slowed down for me significantly. Like significantly, bro. So I just don't have the money right now, and I have to pay distro. So that's where I am going to put my money, is paying distro bills. For the bigger picture for me is getting Pokemon from distro than buying a bunch of collections right now and then nobody buy it off me. You know, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't do anything for me. Now, months from now, it would do something for me. So that's like the difficult choice of like keeping distro alive, which is 100% my answer, by the way, or getting new collections and letting them sit. And potentially the price goes down even further, and I could have got them cheap. You know, it's a tough one. So one of them's guarantee pathway distro. One of them's, am I buying at the right time? Am I not buying? You see what I'm saying? So those are the difficult choices that I have at the moment. And again, to be fully clear, I have tons of inventory. I mean, I got at least 80 grand in prismatic sealed ETB cases, maybe 70, right? And I only put one of those on the store today, which I really don't want to sell, but I just put one on there because I got scammed on that Evolving Skies box, and Shopify just stole $2,700 from me. Yeah, so it says I'm negative 2,700, and then it took out the last like 3 days in sales for me. Yeah, it took it all out. So every time I'm selling all these, it's for nothing. I'm just giving them away to people basically because that guy fucked me. So I said, you know what? I got to get some kind of cash flow because that guy fucked me on the Evolving Skies. So I said, fuck it. We'll just throw the prismatic on there. And I put the Black Bolt case on there for like $300 under market or $250 under market. It does have a crack on the side. Yeah, that's what I have to do because the guy fucked me. Right. It is what it is. I heard Sam's Club online drop. It will include prismatic SPC. So I did hear that for online. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Right. Oh, somebody just bought something. Thank you. It was because it was cheap, not because he liked. What? Dio. He absolutely did. I literally bought a ton of it with him because of him. What? I don't. Oh, you guys are having a conversation between each other. I must have missed something. Sony and Microsoft announced they aren't making disc anymore. Really? Hell no. Is that true? That's some sad shit, bro. I like buying physical stuff. Is that true? So you admit you lied. Is that correct? Whoa, hold on. Where is this going right now? You guys are fighting amongst yourselves. Holy shit. Hold on. I was going to say get my tea, but all I have is water. One, I'm going to read it the way I envision this, okay? At Dio. So you admit you lied. Is that correct? Excuse me, I'm burping. You're also wrong, as he liked it, but 2 investors buy because of price, and he made so many videos that everyone should buy Paldea. I have no idea what we're talking about. You realize he's an investor channel, right? Oh, you must be talking about Nostalgia Numbers. Sealed Premium vanishing? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Which set? I don't think so, bro. If we look at Black Bolt, bro, nobody's budging on Black Bolt. As they shouldn't. There's almost none on the market. Look at this, bro. There is none on the market ever. So last sold 1543. However, the cheapest you can get them 2100. How many are online on all of the planet Earth for TCG? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. That's it. And look, the last 2 are $5,000 and $10,000. So 8, right? 8. And that's it for the world on TCG, bro. The whole fucking planet for TCG specifically. There's 8 available. 8. These don't exist. These are so fucking rare. So rare, dude. Like, yeah, now I get it. There might be some on eBay. It might be some. I don't know. Like, I don't know the data for that, but hell no. Like, definitely not. Definitely, guys. The only reason I'm selling mine for 1900 is, like I said, because I got scammed on Evolving Skies. Like, I don't want to budge on 2100. Hell no. You want to talk about rare and modern? I don't know. I don't know too many other things. Feel free to correct me. I can't think of anything else that rare from Scarlet and Violet. There might be, but I don't know what they are. Like, dude, less than 10 on planet Earth for a website, like the biggest website. That's crazy rare. Great. Talk about low pop. Hello. I mean, 10 or 8 because 2 of them are unrealistic. Like, that's crazy, bro. My Japanese guy wants $288 per box for the 30th pre-order. Oh, he could suck a dick. I wouldn't even buy that. Storm Emerald 175. Yeah, that's a hard pass. I'm good on that. I'll buy English. The reason I buy Japanese was to give people an alternate, right? Because English was too expensive. At that point, just buy English. Fuck it. Like, let those guys sit on that shit, which they won't. People will buy it. Yeah. What measures are you taking now post Evo Sky scam? Are you vetting your buyers on those high tick? I always vet my buyers. Sending those off to consignment, doing something else. The only thing I changed, because I'm really thorough, bro. I'm super strict. So I talked to Anon about it like months ago or whatever it happened. I forget, 2 months ago, month and a half ago, whatever it was. He said, all right, it sucks for the buyer, but make them sign in. Make them make an account. So that's what I've implemented. I will say that also hurt my sales a lot too, I think. I've had people bitch about that, but the people who understand and watch my YouTube channel, they don't bitch at all. They understand the situation. And I'll tell you what, once you sign in, which is as easy as this, it'll pop up on Shopify. It says, please sign in. Sign in with your Google, or you can make a Shopify account. It's up to you. That's it. You're done. That's how long it took. Like for me, I do that on Anon's. Anon TCG, he makes you sign into a Shopify. But since I've already have an account, I literally just click log in. It's done. Simple as that, right? It just logs in my Google instantly. So yeah, that's the biggest one. But at the end of the day, bro, like more scams are going to happen. As I've said many times, you can do everything you want. You can do everything under the sun. There's just bad people out there. It's just part of doing business, unfortunately. I take all the preventive measures I possibly can. And you can take all of them and you'll still get scammed eventually. Like, yeah, it sucks. It's Part of doing business, I guess. Ascended will have similar growth to Black Bolt. I mean, Ascended already had freaking Black Bolt growth in like 2 months, bro. Yo, what's up, DJ? What's up, Truth? How are you, buddy? Yo, DJ, where's the canna? I don't know what that means. Canna? Are you saying cannabis? I don't know what canna is. Guys, have you joined the Discord? It's free. Have you guys checked us out on Instagram? It's also free. Oh my God, the amount of free stuff we're giving away today. Look at that. Black Bolt is gross. Dio, do you like anything? I haven't seen you say one nice positive thing about Pokemon. Brother, did Pokemon hurt you or something? Like, what's going on? I think you might need a psychologist. You might need to get seen. You need to get checked out, brother. What's going on in your life? Just tell us. Therapy DJ's here, buddy. Go ahead. I'm your therapist now. Talk to me. What's going on, buddy? Where are you hurt on this doll? Point to this doll and tell me where you're hurting. All right? I'm going to help you out. What is hurting you so bad on the inside? Hey, what about White Flare? I love White Flare. White Flare is great. It's a cheaper alternative, right? Good. If Black Bolt's pumping. I mean, freaking White Flare's definitely done well, though. It's just always a step down. That's all. I think ETB's like 140, if I'm not mistaken, 145. Riftbound to the moon. A lot of people are jumping on the Riftbound bandwagon, man. Did you join? Like I told some other people, I'm willing to buy like the first one. I don't know what it's called. Is it Origins or some shit? Yeah, I'll buy the first one, right? I'll treat it like I did Lorcana when it first came out. Team Rocket Joey said buy it. I bought the first one. And then I saw Lorcana was, at least in my opinion, not going to go down. So I felt more comfortable as time went on, and I bought all the new sets, and I bought Fabled before I bought all that. I did really well on that. Obviously, it would have been nice to keep it, but it is what it is. So Riftbound, I'll treat it the same. I did the same with Dragon Ball Z. Look. Where's my Dragon Ball Z, y'all? Yeah, I got Dragon Ball Z somewhere. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I think there's potential Dragon Ball Z. I said, you know what? I'm not going to try to predict the future. Let me just buy one. Fuck it. So I bought one. We'll see what happens. And I love Dragon Ball Z. Huge Dragon Ball Z fan. So I got some exposure now, I don't know. I want a little exposure to everything, to be honest with you. Yeah. Yeah. So I said, fuck it. All right. Dragon Ball Z's going to stay. Fuck it. Let's do it. Same with, this one's from Distro, but I'll tell you what, though. Cookie Run is picking up. Cookie Run's picking up. I bought Vibes, half a pallet of it. Not because I really wanted to, but I I need to get my spend up. So, yeah, I mean, I've been fucking around. I want to buy the Hobbit, but not at these prices. But I do want to buy the Hobbit for Magic. I do want to buy the Riftbound, the first one, whatever that is. I do want to buy Naruto. I am a Naruto fan. So I want to get 2 of those. I want to open one with the kids because they love Naruto with me. But then I also just want to own one just in case it booms. If it doesn't, I don't give a shit. How much was the DBZ box? $250. I think that was full market. Yeah. Yeah, let me see. I don't know what they're going for now. It's probably still $250 because they just came out. Dragon Ball Fusion World booster box. Let's see. Is this the right one? Doesn't look like it. $230 now. Yeah, so it's gone down a little bit. Yeah, gone down about $20 since I bought it. That's fine, man. It's for me. That's just a personal investment. Yeah, I'm not trying to sell it right now. One day maybe I will, but I love Vegeta and I love Goku. I just love Dragon Ball Z. So for me, it's a huge W. Naruto is a W. It could be. We'll find out. DJ, don't mess with the money duck fire. I don't know what that means. You're lonely? Oh, hold on. Let me put my therapist hat on. Let me get my meta glasses so I look like a therapist. Hang on. All right, here we go. Dio. What makes you hurt? Why are you so lonely? Don't worry. I'm here for you. Now, Dio, tell Tell us how bad Pokemon has hurt you, okay? Tell us, Dio. As your Pokemon therapist, what is causing you so much pain specifically? Temporal Forces and Surging Sparks are my favorite SV sets. Oh no. Oh no. So I've reviewed your file, and considering Temporal Forces is your favorite set, I have determined I have no cure for you. Yeah, we don't see your kind around here, Temporal Forces. Yeah, I don't think I can help people like you. Yeah, get the fuck out of my office. I have no cure for you. Never mind. I was gonna try to help, bud, but you said Temporal Foot. Yeah, buddy. I don't know, man. Yeah, I ain't got. Oof. Yeah, I think you're allergic to money, my boy. My boy don't like no money. I can't help you, but I'm glad you're around the channel. I appreciate it, brother. I'm gonna go heavy in Naruto. Are you? I'm definitely not going heavy, but I want some. How much was the DBZ? I think I paid $250. Did you see the new Rocky? Yeah, that shit looks like ass, bro. That shit looks like ass. You know, my other friend asked me about that. I don't like Rocky, bro. That shit's ass. No, I seen the trailer. It looks terrible. Where did you buy? On TCG? I think it was TCG. Yeah, I paid full market. Love these Dragon Ball Z cards. Hell yeah. Have you had to hide certain account comments on your videos? I have blocked people and banned people. I don't think I have ever felt like, oh, I have to. Yeah, bro. Look, you gotta understand, bro. I've been on YouTube 11 years. I've been on the internet too long. If you're giving me constructive criticism, I'm cool with that. Like, you don't have to like my channel, you don't have to agree with me, but if you say it in a respectful way, it's all good. Like, I'll let you talk your shit. I have probably 30 people every video that talk shit, but they talk shit in a fair enough way. You know what I mean? Like, it's not disrespectful. They don't like cross that line. So I let them keep talking shit. To be honest with you, it helps the algorithm, you know? So those kind of people, if they come correct, I'm good with it. When you say like, oh, you're balding and fucking that, and like ad hominems, which is true, I am balding, but ad hominem attack, nah, block. Bro, I can't tell you how many people write me this fucking like, you know, essay, and they think I'm gonna read that bullshit, bro. I go, oh hell, no. Block, delete. They're banned from my channel. They won't even be able to comment anymore. Yeah, no, I ain't got time for that shit. No, hell no. Yeah, so I wouldn't say like I feel like I have to hide them, but absolutely, I'll block people all day. I don't give a shit. You can kiss my ass. If you're rude, hell yeah. Like if you're a piece of shit, oh hell yeah. None of that freedom of speech bullshit happening here. Now, and just come again. You could still say what you have to say. Just come respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like PCG, for example, PCG. When people say, and I don't work for PCG, so you don't hurt my feelings. I don't give a shit. When people say, I really didn't think your review was fair, blah, blah, blah. Fine. I have no problem with that. Go look at the video. Tons of bad comments. I'm not deleting those. When you say, DJ, you're a piece of shit. And the way the slab looks, and your integrity, shut the block. You know what I'm saying? Those type of shit. Hell yeah, I'll block your ass. You can kiss my ass. There's just a right way to approach things in life, you know? Is this the guy from Weezer? The prices are killing me. I want cheap sealed. You have tons of cheap sealed, bro. Fucking, you got Perfect Order. You got Chaos Rising. You got Pitch Black. Brother, there's all types of cheap Pokemon right now. He's cooked. The new Rocky movie coming out. Yeah, that shit looks like ass, bro. Point on the Fossil Pikachu plush where the scalper touched you. Where did you buy the DBZ? Like I said, I think it was TCG. Health insurance had a disclaimer against covering temporal. Did you join Pokemon investing this month? No, I don't think let's be nice. You know anyone with the Unified Minds ETB for sale with a reasonable price? No. I don't know anybody that would sell Unified Minds for a discount. I wouldn't. Hell no. Unified Minds? Nah, no. I don't know anybody. It's too old, man. I've been here since 2022. Hell yeah. What are your thoughts on Prismatic in the next year or two? Booming, explosive growth. And do you think there are too many people holding it? No, absolutely not. I think no way. I think the people that say stuff like that, they're not educated. I think in that situation, you need to look at Rudy Alpha Investments. Look at somebody who's been doing this 20 years and not just at like, you know, a low level. Like I'm super low level, right? I think most people in chat are probably low level. Meaning, we buy a booster box, or B, I buy a case or two, or this is low level stuff, right? When you look at Rudy, do you understand how big Rudy is? Like, I think it might be hard for people to comprehend. He has the biggest Pokemon collection on planet Earth. He gets pallets and pallets, buys a warehouse or was buying warehouses of Pokemon. Like when he gives input and he himself can't get a pallet of Pokemon, to think that there's just so much of this shit everywhere is just so wrong. It's not even funny. Because listen to Rudy when he talks, bro, like about this same question that you just asked, right? Listen to the expert. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to people in chat. Listen to the expert. Let's say that all the LGSs nationwide get them, right? I don't know. How many of you guys are LGS owners? Type 22. Tell me how many ETBs you got, your allocation, when it first came out. Let's say they get 2 cases, right? 1 or 2 cases per, and the bigger accounts get 10 cases. Do you think they're hoarding that? No, they're not hoarding that. They take that and they get the free tendies. They 2x their money, 3x their money, done. So they spread it out, right? If a small shop gets in total 20 ETBs and it's limit 1 per person, that case is now broken down 20 times. Statistically, especially something prismatics, especially the older stuff, when it first came out, probably 9 out of 10 people are opening that. Okay. It's just my estimation. It could be 7, it could be 8, whatever, right? It's getting shredded. Shredded. There is not as much Pokemon as you think. Now, you will see, a thumbnail from DJ having some cases, right? You'll see this other random scalper guy that got it off Walmart and shows that off. And so what that does is that makes people believe, because they saw 7 people with a bunch of prismatic, oh my God, there's so much out there. Wow, you saw 7 people. You saw 10 people. Oh shit. Rudy literally said he couldn't get a pallet. Think about that. No, there's not a lot of prismatic out there like people think, man. Not in comparison to how many people like prismatic. Not in comparison. Not in a larger. I don't doubt that there's plenty of people who have 1 or 2 boxes. But 1 or 2 boxes does absolutely nothing. Bro, if you come out with 1 pallet right now, what do you think that would do? Nothing. Nothing. It would do nothing. If I put 5 pallets on my store, which I don't have, but if I had 5 pallets on my store and spread them out to everybody, what do you think that would do to the prismatic price? Nothing. It would do absolutely nothing. Proven fact. When we got this huge reprint, restock, whatever you want to call it, maybe it was a restock because they all say the first print message on them, right? For Prismatic Evolutions. What did that do to the price? Made it go from 210 to 170. Ooh. The jig's up. The jig's up. The word's out. Went from 210 to 170. Oh, no. Right? Oh, $40. That shit's about to rotate out, dude. And think about this. How many months away? July's over, right? August. Okay, let's do this hand. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, and April. About 9 months, right? Roughly. Okay. What is happening in between that? The biggest drop in Pokemon history, the 30th anniversary. Do you think a lot of people are thinking about Prismatic right now? No. They will, but not right now. Everybody's thinking about the 30th. And the 30th is spread out. It's not all coming out in one day. The UPC comes out, November? And then, oh, by the way, after that is Rayquaza. Where do you think the attention is? It's not on Prismatic. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing if you're a buyer, right? Everybody's going to be thinking about the 30th. Everybody's going to be thinking about Rayquaza. That's the obvious play. the obvious play, man. You know, where do I want to put my money? I mean, I don't know. It's a hard one, right? You have to answer that yourself, but you want to put it in something that's down 40, $50 and that nobody's talking about. I mean, that nobody's really thinking about. You might think that a lot of people are talking about it because I talk about it. Chuck talks about Poke Profit, Nostalgianomics. We're 4 people. Now Joey, shout out to Joey, TRJ, right? But millions, the mass, they're not thinking about that, bro. It's very, I mean, less than 1% of people are thinking about that. You know, it might feel like everybody's talking about it. It seems that way because you watch a bunch of videos. But in mass, no, people aren't thinking about that, bro. They're not. They're thinking about the third, thinking about Rayquaza. And then that, you know, that's just my opinion, of course. YouTube delete people comments instantly. That does happen. Yeah, especially if you say some crazy shit. Dude, I got a comment on Instagram today and I said, I didn't even say anything that bad. It was Instagram warned me like this could be are you sure you want to send this? It could be hate speech. You ever seen that? I just saw that this week on Instagram. I was saying like, dude, your IQ is low. That's what I said. I said, because honestly, in my opinion, most people aren't worth arguing with because most people's IQ is too low to argue with. So I wrote that. I said I asked him a question. He didn't answer it. Then I asked him the same question. He didn't answer it. I said, okay, your IQ is obviously too low for a debate. I will no longer be speaking with you. And Instagram was like, are you sure you want to say this? This could be hate speech. And I was like, okay, fine. I just won't say it. All I said was low IQ, smooth brain, you know? But yeah, that's been popping up lately on Instagram for me. I'll pay market, LOL. Just no 2K plus nonsense. People asking for clean ones. I mean, you can buy them on TCG for 19. I don't think are you talking about prismatic? Is that really nonsense? It's only $100 more. For a clean one? I don't know, man. That's pretty cheap. Market's 1900 after tax on TCG, 1970. 2K for a clean one? I don't know. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. What percentage increase is that? 5? 4? I don't know. Way less people hold product than people think. 100%. Can you do a poll on who holds sealed and who rips? Probably going to say no. I'll do it for you. I don't want to do a bunch of polls, but I'll do it for you, buddy. Because I see you in a lot of streams. Do you mostly rip or hold, invest? I would say most people rip and hold that watch me, but I also talk about investing and running a business. So the data is probably skewed. Full disclosure. Full disclosure. My audience probably wouldn't be the one to ask this. My audience is probably a little smarter than the average Timmy, to be honest with you. I think people who are drawn to money content, business content, are probably a little naturally smarter by nature. Thank you for answering. Next question. Would you invest into Sun and Moon sealed? I personally would not. I don't like, dude, I don't even like investing in Sword and Shield right now, man. It's because I can't sell it. Like nobody wants to buy this shit, bro. I've tried. In this market, nobody's interested. Now they might in the future, but I'm not really trying to buy stuff for my business for the future right now, right? I just want to keep it moving. So, all right, I think I've seen enough. 88% of people are holding to invest or holding or investing. There you go. Almost 9 out of 10 people. Rudy F investment isn't perfect. He tell people buy MetaZoo. It didn't work out. Yeah, I mean, nobody said he's perfect, but he's right more than he's wrong. I mean, he's worth over $100 million from cardboard. He has proven himself. Who else has proven themselves? I could probably name less than 10 people right now. I could probably name less than 10 people who've proven themselves $1 million business plus. That's when I feel like you've proven yourself to me once you've done like $1 million in sales. So I would say Pokey, Retrospecs, Dan Catch 'em All Collectibles, and his whole team. I'm sure there's more. I just can't. Maybe it's my ignorance. Who else? You guys help me out here. Who's done over $1 million in sales? Pokemon. Who's proven themselves as a business? I don't know. I'm sure there's more than 3. That's just all I can think of. I also don't know the old OGs. So to be fair, that's all I can think of. I don't know. Rudy, obviously. Rudy's like probably gonna be a billionaire one day, bro. From cardboard, probably. I got word more prismatic posters are coming. Didn't get any word on quantity. Okay, yeah, that'd be cool. I would like that. I mean, it doesn't affect the ETB price or SPC. Loading up on Prismatic. Question: if your money wasn't tied up, where would you spend right now? Prismatic Evolutions. Maybe a little bit of Surging Sparks. But if I only had one choice, it'd be Prismatic. Social media controlling people's language. Classic. Unified Minds. ETB. No Prismatic. I got my stack. Oh, no Prismatic? Wait, you didn't ask the question. Give a bow opinion. I don't know what that means. Bold? Did you mean bold? Thank you. You're welcome. Bow? I don't know what bow is. Did you manage to get celebrations? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. What's funny? So I told my Discord as soon as I knew, but I was already at work. It took me almost. Then I had to go to USPS and UPS, drop off orders, and I grabbed food. So I was like an hour and 10 minutes late. Came home, got into Pokemon Center, and I still got it. Yeah, it was funny. Dude, it was so easy to get. It was so easy to get. You had like 4 or 5 hours. Auto sealed. Are you online sales? Are you online sales only? So I used to vend. I probably vended 7 or 8 times this year. But I just find vending's fun, bro. Like I like it, but it's just not worth it. Like I make significantly more money just staying at home selling Pokemon and doing YouTube videos and stuff than going out to shows. Yeah, so I'm not against vending. I wouldn't mind vending once or maybe twice a year moving forward, but there's just so many better ways to make money from home. Yeah. Even vintage sealed is stalling. I can't confirm or deny. I never look at vintage. Nomics. Oh, Nomics very successful, but he doesn't really do like sealed and like he's 100% very successful and very successful. Absolutely. So let's give him his flowers. But I wasn't thinking in that way. I wasn't thinking rip and ship, but we want to think rip and ship. I mean, we got to add hundreds of people probably that I don't even know who they are. Chef Choi. Chef. He worked with CNA, right? Shout out to my guy Mason. Yeah, vending ain't for me either. Online sales are the best. I like it. Quasi Collect. That looks so familiar. Quasi Collect. I feel like I subbed to you. You make YouTube videos? Let me see. Sounds really familiar. Oh, you just made a first video. So you weren't the guy I was thinking of, but you did make a first video. Keep going. Make more videos. Ascended was up for hours too on PC, but people only buy in on hype. I mean, shit. I got Ascended bundles. You had like, I swear, 5 or 6 hours for that. Is Destiny ETBs at current market 170 worth a buy? Dude, I'm not big on Destin like everybody else. I know everybody else says it's the S tier. I'll admit it's an S tier to everybody, to the market. To me, it's A tier. 170. I'd shoot for 150 personally. I don't love Destin the way everybody likes Destin, but I will admit it is S tier to the mass. So I will give them their flowers on that. Just to me, it's like an A tier. I'm not as hyped up for it as everybody else. But it probably is the best booster box from Scarlet Violet. Not that there's a lot of competition, but for the folks that think everyone's investing in hoarding, buy an ETB or a box from any LGS. They'll say good luck on the polls. Seeing 87% hold invest, and the poll is biased because rippers watch DJ. Investors watch me, I think, the most. For sure. Rippers won't watch DJ. Yeah. Rippers wouldn't watch me because they're not all, but most of their IQ is so low. It's not even funny, bro. So low. Yeah, so low. Not all, but a mass majority. Just low IQ, bro. Idiots. Just dumb. A scalper. What's a scalper? The guy who buys from the store. I don't buy from the store. Well, you get it from your distro. I've never received anything from Pokemon related from distro. That's what I tell them. But as of yesterday, I did get battle decks. Woohoo! But and then what's their third option? Well, you're just a bad person. Ah, I see. Okay, idiot. Just low IQ responses, bro. Low IQ, very low. Like not intelligent enough to even debate. Yeah. I've been joining streams since last year. Change logo and don't comment much, but you recognize correctly. Well, thank you. Started business around you. Well, thank you. Good luck to you. I don't care for Destin. Ascended hasn't crashed. Yeah. I mean, I don't see any reason why Ascended would crash. Oh, Destined. You meant Destined. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, Destin, Destin's good. It's a good set. Yeah. Do you think tag is just the beginning of AI grading? The way they rank the cards is so cool to me. So I've never tried tag, so it's hard for me to comment on that. I think when you have a black background, they look really cool. I hate them when there's not a black background, personally, but they do look really cool behind black. Is the future AI grading long term? Probably. Yeah, probably. It just, I mean, eventually AI and robots are going to take over most jobs, I think. Eventually, right? Like, what is that time horizon, though? Is it 20 years? I don't know. Is it 30? I don't know. But like, over time, even content creators, I think, will be robots and there'll still be a market for humans. But yeah, I think over, as time goes on, AI and robots all the way are going to take over almost all jobs. As time goes on, humans are just going to be obsolete. Now, that could be 100 years. I don't know, but eventually, yeah, for sure. AI all the way. Because they'll be able to do your whole order in 2 seconds. They'll take all the order, scan it, 99988899777. So print, send next day. You know what I mean? They're going to go through like fucking 100,000 a day, a million a day. I don't know. They're going to go down the assembly line and just finish them all. Yeah. Humans out there, like, yeah, it's just, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to have humans long term. And then is definitely a successful Pokemon millionaire. Oh, 100%. I was thinking business though. Like he is a business. I'm not saying he isn't. I was like what I do, right? Like sell you this, pack this up and send it through the mail kind of deal. Right. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking rip and chippers. If you want to go rip and chipper, we have to add so many people. Destin sucks, but I am holding a PSA 10 Mewtwo for the long term. 2030 AI will be here. I mean, AI is already here, but that's 4 years from now, bro. Like, hell no. Like, if you're talking about like full on AI, I give it another 30 years, 25 to 30 years. We're gonna start seeing robots in like everybody's house. Yeah, it's just a matter of time, right? Like, the thing is, too, like Neuralink. I think Neuralink will be really popular in the next 20, 30 years for sure. And like, if you don't get your kid Neuralink, that's gonna be tough, right? Because like, there was an episode of Black Mirror about this. You guys ever watch Black Mirror? So it's like the haves and have-nots. So the parents who can afford Neuralink or whatever, not Neuralink, I forgot what they call it in Black Mirror, but it's basically like implanted in their eye or their brain. I don't know, but they don't have to go to school anymore because they just learn stuff instantly. So imagine in the future, many, many years from now, we're kind of going left field here, but roll with it. In the future, if your student, if your kid's out there studying like a sucker, trying to read this huge textbook, and the kid next to him, he goes, downloads the whole book. That's your competition. And they always memorize it. They have basically a photographic memory and they can search anything in their mind instantly while your kid's out there like a sucker trying to study flashcards. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think as time goes on, I mean, that's probably way down the line, but as time goes on, school might even become obsolete. There'd be no need for it. You just download. If you want to be a black belt in jiu-jitsu, you just download black belt level 1. If you want to learn Spanish, you just download Spanish. Or everybody just downloads one language, right? We could just speak one earthly language. That's like long term though, right? Like, yeah, I think school will definitely be obsolete eventually. There'll be no need. Like, you know how you download a file, like a picture or a thumbnail or a video? You just do that with anything you want to learn, like long term. Yeah, 100%, dude. You'll be a master at everything and anything if you have the money for it. You got to pay for it. 1 million in sales is cool. 1 million in profit. Well, here's the thing. Like, are you doing 1 million in sales? I'm just asking. Maybe you are. I hope you are. I always hear this, and Dan talks about this too. The people that talk about profit are the people who don't run business. I've always noticed that. Like, I heard Dan say that, and it's so true. People will be like, well, you did 500,000 in sales, but what's the profit? You didn't make 500. Who the fuck said they did make 500,000? It's always funny to me. Here's the thing. If you do 1 million in sales in a year, there's no reason you shouldn't have done minimum 10% after fees and everything. That's 100K. That's 6 figures. From Pokemon, bro. That's crazy. Now, I do about 12 to 13%. It would be 15, but I have to pay Shopify 3%. So it is what it is. But I mean, that's 120 grand profit after everything's paid. Like, that's a lot of money to sell some Pokemon cards, bro. Like, as a side hustle, 6 figures, like, that's impressive, bro. Like, let's just Google this for fun. What percentage of Americans earn $100,000? I think it's like 20%. $100,000 a year. Let's see. 18%. That puts you in the top 18% of America. Now imagine if you also have a day job. Imagine if Pokemon's just a side hustle for you. Like, for me, it's just a side hustle. I have a full-time career. It's just for fun. I do it. I love it, but it's for fun. That's impressive, bro. If you combine a career or a job plus 6 figures in Pokemon, brother, you're like in top 10% of America. Like, it's, when you think of it like that. So when people say, oh, it's just 1 million in sales, bro, just 1 million in sales. Like, that's not impressive to people? Really? And I'm not trying to throw shade at you. I see this all the time everywhere on the internet. Like, the word just. It's just the top 18% of America. It's just like the top earners in the whole country. You're just, what I'm saying? It's like, damn. And I haven't hit 1 million sales, full disclosure, but I'm just saying, I'm not going to take away the flowers of the people that are. The people that are, they deserve their flowers. They're the elite as far as finance, right? As far as businessmen. They're the most elite in the whole fucking country. When, like, to hit $100,000 in sales is impressive, bro. And like, anytime I hear somebody I have people DJ hit 50,000 in sales for the first time, hit 20,000 in sales. I'm like, dude, you're killing it. Because people on the internet in the comment section will be like, it's just 100,000 in sales. What? It's just. What's even crazier is 9 out of 10 times the people, and I don't know if it's the person that just commented, so I'm not trying to throw shade at you personally. 9 out of 10 people that say it's just 100,000 in sales are living paycheck to paycheck, or not doing anything crazy in life. It's like a hate thing, like haters. You know what I mean? It's like, we should be, what's the word? Not appreciating. We should, like, giving them their flowers. What's the word? How would you say that? We should be celebrating when people, that's the word. We should be celebrating when people hit these milestones. People, like, that's what I do. Bro, anytime I watch a video and somebody's like, yo, I just had a record quarter, I'm like, bro, congrats, man. That's amazing. Good job on your business. Or like, I see somebody, dude, I just did 5,000 in sales for the month. I'm like, dude, you're killing it. Keep going, bro. But like, you'll see this hatred, like this wall of hatred. All you did was 10,000 in sales for the month. Like, cocksuckers, bro. Like, these people just are like leeches. Like, we should be celebrating, bro. If somebody makes their first $100 from selling Pokemon for their business, dude, seriously, I'll congratulate you. Seriously, it's a milestone. You know what I'm saying? Like, be happy for people in life. Appreciate people in life. Philip says $93,000. I don't, why is 93 over 100K is considered low income in Cali. Okay, so we're going to the highest, or one of the highest tax brackets. Well, California, really? Brother, if you want to use that logic, then why don't you say, well, 93,000 in Idaho is a huge number, right? But like, that just stems from hatred. This Philip, literally, I feel like the hatred. This isn't aimed at me, right? But it's just like haters. Like, be happy that somebody's doing. Like, that's impressive, bro. We should not be comparing things to California. What's it called? California. Like, California's got the highest, if not the highest, I think it's one of the highest cost of living states. It's like what? Washington State, Cali, I want to say Colorado, and New York or something like that. Like, we should, dude, that is not the norm. California, Washington, New York, these are not the norm. Most of America is like lower end, right? Middle West, down south, or Midwest, I should say, up north, a lot of those northern states aren't there. Like that's the average, right? We shouldn't be looking at the anomaly, right? Just giving you official numbers. Love to all income. I mean, we all know that though. Like I feel like everybody knows. And I didn't say 93,000. I said 100K, but whatever. We'll round up. I think everybody is fully aware though that 100K doesn't go far in California. But that, there's 50 states, right? So Massachusetts is really expensive. Yeah. Hustle to give my girls the extra things in life. And that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about, bro. Like, do what you got to do for your family. Take care of your family. Take care of yourself. Do what you got to do. Absolutely. 100%. I always respect and appreciate like anybody trying, bro. Even if you failed. You know what I always thought? Because we all got to die one day. And I hope that I died in natural causes. I've always envisioned that I'd die like in a bed or something. But what I hope is I'll look back on my life and be like, damn, I did everything I wanted, right? What did I miss? Why are investors scared? I don't know, bro. It's just a title. I wouldn't think too much of it. You didn't miss anything. We just have a conversation. it just, look, I want to go live. We just made a title. It doesn't mean anything. Do you have any plans to diversify into other TCGs? Yes, I showed you guys earlier. Yeah, so I have, we talked about this earlier. Bunch of Lorcana over there. I just recently purchased the new Dragon Ball booster box. I got Cookie Run. To be fair, it's from Distro. This has actually been picking up though, bro. This just got listed on TCG. Pretty big deal. Okay, it doesn't want to focus. But anyways, this is Cookie Run. So I got a little bit of exposure to that. I got some exposure to Vibes, which, to be honest, I just bought this to get my spend up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how this is gonna do, but I think Cookie Run could do well. I don't think it's gonna do like huge numbers. So let's not. I'm not sitting here trying to pump this shit. But it's on TCG now. So, I mean, it's worth having some exposure for me. Maybe not for you, but for me. Once things get on TCG, man, for me, it's good to have a little bit. I'm going to keep one of each and we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see. Anything that gets on TCG for me is like, okay, I'll consider it, right? I'll consider it. It at least hits my radar. Argentina cooked the play. Ooh. I'm dying in a car. Oh, damn. That sucks, bro. Well, open the window. What's up, DJ? Love your videos. Well, thank you, Steve-O. I appreciate you. Oh, shit. Crypto bro, too. Is this about crypto? I used to be a crypto guy. I mean, I still own Bitcoin. I'm still a Bitcoin guy. Is this crypto? Yeah, I sell these on the store, man. 105. Is it $100? If somebody wanted, I could do $100. I paid 95, 93. I literally just bought these to get my spend up. So, oh, my shirt. Yeah, I don't know. I know there are penguins in them and shit. Oh, this? Oh, yeah. I used to be sponsored by Octominer back in the day. Yeah, I used to have a crypto mining YouTube channel. Yeah, used to be one of my sponsors. Which DBZ booster box did you buy? Fusion World. I think it's called Fusion World, or is it Cross Force? I don't know. This one. I love the cover. I love Vegeta, my favorite character. Goku's cool, but Vegeta's the main character for me, buddy. All the day. And then also Riftbound. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I've been looking into it. I just keep forgetting. And yeah, I'll look into it a little bit. Did you get into sneakers? I did get into sneakers when I was a young man. Oh yeah. I used to live in Korea. Sneakers were huge in Korea. Yeah, when I was a young man, I mean, I'm old, bro. I'm 36. But yeah, when I was like 22, well, I've always liked sneakers since I was a kid. But yeah, I'd say like 21 through like 27, I was heavy into shoes. I was also a young man, right? But now I'm old. Like, I'm going to be wearing Jordans, bro. I'm a grown ass man. That's for kids. But yeah, I definitely had my heyday with shoes. Yeah, when I was a young man. Girls loved that shit back in the day. FB10 has done well for me in the shop. I don't know what that is. FB10. Is that what this is? The Dragon Ball thing? Oh, no, it's not. I don't know what FB10 is. Is that the Cookie Run thing? I don't know what that is. One Piece is the best investment. Yo, Cash Out Poppy, what's good, bro? Not that old. I'm 35. Bro, 35 is old. 35, half of our life is gone, brother. Better make some good decisions. We don't got much life left. FB10 is that box. Oh, at the top left. Okay. I didn't even know that. Is that how people refer it? FB10? That's cool. That's good to know. I don't know. I'm just a Dragon Ball Z fan about the shit. You know, I buy stuff all the time to just invest in, throw it in the closet, and we'll see what happens. I bought Spider-Man Magic the Gathering. It was down so much. I bought a sealed case and I bought some loose ones, and you know, my collection is down at least 1K every day the last few days, which has happened in a couple of years. Kind of makes you realize how good we had it. We did have it really good, but I think we'll have another boom, bro. Fusion World, Cross Force. Yeah, that's a long ass name. I'd rather say FB10. Are you buying Heroes? Unfortunately, I'll be at work. I wish, man. I wish. Oh, I don't see a way that I'm gonna be able to. I could try, but maybe I'll make an excuse Monday or tomorrow. I'll be like, hey guys, I got this thing going on. I'll try, but I want it. It's a great to get, but it sucks for the working class, bro. Like these drop times. I wish they were on like weekends. I wish they were after 5 p.m. Like the working class, man. It's hard getting drops, bro. It sucks. It's like made for scalpers. Which no hate. I'm just saying. Like it sucks, bro. Why the fuck is everything Pokemon Center always while everybody's at work and school? Target, Walmart, Sam's Club, everything. Costco, always when people are at work. Why? It sucks, bro. The working class always gets screwed, man. Question: how liquid are sleeve packs in your experience? Sleeve packs? Depends what it is. Did I sell as art sets in lots of 10 to 50? I would say sleeves sell a lot better than loose packs for me. Definitely. Like I would say depends on the set, right? Like Destined Rival sells pretty well. I mean, it really depends what you price it at. People right now are being really I don't want to say cheap, but like smart with their money. They're being a lot smarter with their money. So they're looking for deals, as they probably should, to be honest. So if you're like wanting full market and you're trying to sell 10 to 50 sets, I think that'd be a really very, very slow sale personally. Now, a couple months ago, it'd probably be a really fast sale. It just depends on what set and how much you're selling it for. If you're selling for full market, it's going to be really slow. But yeah, if you're cutting people a little bit of a deal, I think it'll sell okay, depending on the set. Like I sold fucking 250 Destined Rivals sleeved 2 months ago when the market was hot. Bro, that took me like 3 hours. Yeah, maybe not 3 hours. Maybe 2 days. It was like, yeah, about 2 days, I think. But if I put those Destined on there right now, it'd probably take a couple weeks. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have another boom. I definitely think we're having another boom. No way we don't have another boom. Now, the question is, will it be a boom for just the 30th or will it be everything? That's the big $1 million question. I'm waiting to make some payments coming soon before I buy more Pokemon. Okay. Yeah. I mean, do what's best for you, bro. Target is when people are asleep. So you're talking about online. I meant in person. Yeah, you're right, though. Target's like 3 a.m. Who the hell's up at crackhead hours, 3 a.m.? You know the suckers, bro? There's suckers out there that will literally stay up 3 a.m. to get a Target drop, and then they won't even get anything. These suckers will stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning for the Target drop, and the bots will eat it all, and they get nothing. What an idiot. Just pay market. It's like dumb, bro. People are dumb. Last September was the biggest pump of the year. Expect similar. Last September? You think it was a bigger pump than this? I don't know, man. Ascended Heroes was crazy, bro. Nah, I think Ascended Heroes was bigger. Bro, Ascended Heroes was madness. I was around all last year. Ascended Heroes was something else, bro. I was buying Ascended Heroes cases and ETBs 100% of market. 100. By the time it arrived to me, it's up 15, 20%. Then I sell it, goes up another 10, 15%. I order more at another inflated price. By the time it lands to me, up 30%. Not even kidding. Ascended Heroes was wild, bro. Stupid amount of sales. Stupid amount of money, bro. Like everybody was making dumb money on Ascended. Like I don't feel like 2025. Now there were some big hits, right? Like you could definitely make some profit, but this was like week after week, no, day after day for Ascended, right? It was like boom, 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 boom. Like because there was no supply. Like they spread it out so much. I don't remember other sets in 2025 being like that. Remember? Because Ascended Heroes was like the perfect storm for money. They were supposed to have the 3-pack and the 10. They canceled the 10 last minute. So the whole world could only share 3 packs. Remember that? That was crazy. Then 2 or 3 weeks later, we got ETBs. Then it took till April to get the booster bundle. That shit was crazy from basically February to like May. I don't know. I think that was crazier in 2025. I was like the perfect disaster storm. But if you're trying to make money, you're making fuckloads of it. You could literally buy it 100% of market. Sometimes by the time it ships, no, not sometimes. Every time by the time it ships to you, you're up 10, 15, 20%. Crazy. That was wild. Retro has 15-pack SBC bundles for 3.5. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. I just want cases though. I don't really want loose ones. Question. I mainly buy sealed, but are there any singles that you think are a good investment? I don't do singles for investment. I do singles for fun, but yeah, I think Twilight, not anything. The cheap IRs, I think anything rotating out cheap IRs I like in this next block. Surging Sparks. Anything, 5, 10, 20 bucks rotating out soon. I like it. Yep. Quick flip. I think it'll be a quick flip when it rotates out. I like those plays. You could argue the Growlithe and all them, the Perrin, but they're up so much. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like it probably will go up. I don't think there's any question. It's just like a lot riskier paying $300, $400, $200 rather than spending $10 on an IR. Yeah, I like the cheaper play there personally. But again, I don't really do the card thing. I do it for myself to collect, but I don't do it for money. I might snag the Vibes booster box from you. Those are pretty difficult to find, to be honest. I'll tell you what. I got them on the store for 105. Since you're watching live, I'm going to do $99.99. Are you ready? I'll do it. $99.99. I paid 96 or 95, 94. I don't know. And that doesn't include the 3% Shopify fee and the 3% credit card fee. So I'll break even or lose money. But it's fine. I don't care. I'm just trying to get my spend up. I'll do $99.99. Let me change the price for you. Here we go. Yeah, cheapest on eBay is $130, and then I listed them on eBay for like $115. One channel error. What is this? Google. I can't put this on invalid price. What the fuck? I gotta look into that later. Something's going on there. Boom. If you buy 3, you get free shipping. Woohoo! Or $250 total. I know you don't want to buy 3. I get it. I'm just saying. Personally, really try to buy the case only if you can. I hate loose anything. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a lot more expensive and not everybody can afford it, but case is where it's at. At a minimum, what I would do is I would at least buy the cardboard box, even if it's not like a sealed case, and put all your ETBs. At a minimum, guys, it is so much better. Black Bolt White Flare was slept on since day one. Not by me. Not by me. I loved it ever since the day it came out. My kid got a God Pack the first week. $99.99. These Vibes booster box. That's what he said he wanted to buy. It was 105, but since he's in the live stream, I dropped it to $99.99. This year's main sets are definitely trash. Bots are the only ones up at 3 a.m. Now go on Twitter. Or it's called X now. Go on X, go on Facebook, go on Instagram. There are countless people crying. I stayed up all night and the bots ate it. What an idiot. Some people are so stupid. Some people are so dumb. They're like, I have work in the morning and I stayed up until 4 a.m. clicking add to cart and it didn't work. Now I have to go to work tired. What an idiot. You don't value your time at all? Why? To save $30 to get MSRP? What an idiot. What a dumbass, bro. There's some dumb people. And you know what's even crazier? I've seen people comment on Twitter, X, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, because you'll see like Poke Notify get it wrong, or you'll see these other guys get it wrong. They'll say, tonight, target drop. So these dumbasses, they'll stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning Monday. It didn't drop Monday. Then they'll do it Tuesday. They'll do the same thing on Wednesday. They'll do it like 6 days in a row, all the way till like Saturday, Sunday. Then it finally launches, and they're like, I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning all week, and I still didn't get anything and lost to the bots. It's like, think about how much time you just wasted. You are dumb. There's some really dumb people in here, and not in here, but like in the world, bro. Like idiots. Last September, some of the newer slabbed PSA 10s pumped like crazy. Lily's Clefairy, they've dumped ever since. Yeah, good pickup. I love Lily's Clefairy. Great card. I want to feed. I don't know what that is. Lots of what? I'd suck delicious paint from it. The fuck? I want to eat a poke. Shut up. What the hell? Weird ass dude. 151 was still coming out. Prismatic sold great for a while once it released. Yeah, but I don't think it was I don't remember it being Ascended. Hero's crazy. It sold well. I'm not saying there's tons of sets that sold well. I'm saying that it appreciated to that level. Get graded cards. Is 160 milligrams of CBD. I don't know anything about CBD. Get graded cards over regular singles. Why are cases better than single boxes? If you can afford it, it's because it's so much easier to invest in, bro. And it protects it. It's safer. It's, dude, like this shit behind me, this is just for aesthetic. And I always put bubble wrap in between them. Bro, let me give you the perfect example. If you got one or two, it doesn't matter. But I'm saying like as you get 50, 100, 200, you're gonna want that cardboard. You want that protection, bro. You want them all laid out in one layer. You don't want an ETB on top of an ETB. You need that thick cardboard in between them so they don't tear, they don't rip. I've had prismatic that I've only had for a year, right? And they touched each other. And when I take one off, it goes rips the other one. Like I'm telling you, like I don't know. You don't want this to happen. Like there's so many bad things that could happen by just stacking a bunch of ETBs, and then like I said, they get old for other reasons. They get looser. They get better. Put that shit in the case. Even if it's not a sealed case, I get it. At least, like you can buy a box that's not exactly the case, but like an inch wider or an inch taller and put them in a box. Like you can stack those on top. Bro, you can stack so much shit. I have almost 400 prismatic ETBs in that closet over there. And it only takes up like, I don't know, this much space, like wide. Obviously, it goes to the ceiling, but it's only this wide. Bro, imagine 400 ETBs, like loose ones. You know how much space that takes, bro? Because you don't want to be double and triple stacking these bitches. It'll take up this whole room. Everywhere. This whole room would be lined up with 400 ETBs. I'm telling you, it's just so much easier and stackable. And as your collection or investment grows, you want to go up. You know what I mean? Because it takes no room. You know? Trust me, bro. Trust me. It's the way to go. That Silver Tempest box looks nice, DJ. We'll have to check it out on your store more. Never looked at your website. Really? Yeah. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's pretty clean. No, it's not. I discounted it. Well, at the time I listed it, it was discounted. I don't know if it's still a discount in today's market. It's almost clean, but it has that thing in the corner. You see that little hole? Yeah. This probably would have been considered a minty box, but yeah, that's how I bought it. Really nice box though, especially in an acrylic. You don't even notice. Back's a little loose. You might be able to tighten that. I don't want to touch it though. It's old. It's out of print. Yeah, you see the circle? Like, I'm not going to do it. I'll let the customer do it, but you could probably pull this down. You see that? Yeah, like that. You can probably just pull it down, but I don't want to fuck with it. Let somebody else do that. But it's really nice. Really nice besides that damn hole. Really, look at those corners. Pretty clean. Not perfect, but pretty nice. Sucks about the hole. Yeah. Okay, let's see. It's a good thing. Geodudes aren't real. What? I ain't reading that shit. Yeah, I said it was nuts and how they released, like you said, it was crazy, bro. Heroes is instant liquidity. It was. Senate Heroes was, wasn't it? My best childhood friend became an alcoholic. That's sad. Sorry to hear that. Cases are so much better for storage. You can stack so easily. Yeah, and that's what it's all about, stacking, but more importantly, protecting them. You know what I do? Rudy doesn't do it. And obviously it works really well for Rudy. So, I mean, Rudy stacks pallets high, right? Like pallets high. And I don't know, it seems like there's no damage or minimal. But what I do is between every 2 ETB cases, I put a big square box around it. So not only do you get the protection from the case, which is super good and strong, but then I also have another box around that one. Probably unnecessary, but it makes me feel good. One nice thing about cases is there's over 1,000 value. Send to Probstein, sell at 5%, easy to cash out, take gains. Oh yeah, how long do they take? I've heard they take forever to pay out. If you buy loose booster boxes, I personally bubble wrap them and repackage in a cardboard box for protection. Oh, that's what I just said. That makes sense. Appreciate it. Yeah, buddy. All the random comment. Yeah, it's probably like a spam bot or something. Why don't you rip and ship once a week? Nobody's gonna buy it. I mean, I've offered before, like if you guys buy something off my store, I'll open it for you, but it's kind of the good and the bad with my content. The good is it's really good for sealed. It's bad because like you guys don't open packs, right? Like we did a poll earlier, 88% of you don't open packs. 88% of you don't open packs. So like I haven't curated an audience that even enjoys Pokemon the hobby. They just collect and make money, which is fine. I'm not against making money, but I'd probably get like 20 views, bro. And then like nobody would buy my shit. That'd be sad. That'd be really sad. And that's a lot of time and effort, bro. Like, I mean, I gotta be making money if I'm sitting there opening packs and nobody opens them. That'd be some sad shit. You know what I would like? Galaxy Grail, bro. If Galaxy Grail hit me up, I'd probably try that because I don't even have to ship it. And I genuinely think Galaxy Grail is significantly better EV than opening packs. How many times have you guys opened packs, $500, $600,000 worth of packs and made 20 bucks? If I had more hands, I'd put them all up. That's probably happened to me 30 times at least. Opening between $500 and $1,000 with the kids and got 10 bucks, 20 bucks, 30 bucks. I'm not talking, oh, the EX is 30 cents. I'm not talking about that bullshit. We're talking about like good shit, right? It never happens with Galaxy Grow. It cannot happen with Galaxy Grow. It tells you if you spend $100, the worst card you can get, I'm just making up fake numbers, it's like 45 or 50 bucks. So worst case scenario, you get half your money back. Best case scenario, you get, I'm just making up fake numbers, $500, $300 card, right? That'd be way better, bro. I would rather do that. Yo, Caveman, what's up, buddy? Nobody's going to rip premium products, but you get ancillary products as well in your buyout, which you can pack. I ain't got time for that shit, bro. Like, rip and ship is the Galaxy Grail I would do because it's easy. It's just like this. I'd be like, hey guys, you guys want to buy anything? Yeah, it's no work. I don't have to ship shit. I don't have to. Okay, first you have to source the stuff, which is super hard. Then I have to pack it. Then I got to do all these orders, these little baby things. It's a lot of work, man. And you have to stay consistent, right? I can't just like, oh, today I'm ripping shipping, guys. You know, because again, my audience is mostly investors, right? So again, it's good and it's bad. It's good for the sealed product that I sell, but it's really bad if I wanted to rip and ship. So I'd have to like create a whole new audience, you know, and like that's a lot of work, man. I'd probably have to do it like 3 or 4 times minimum a week. And I just don't have the time. Like I can't run my sealed business and a rip and ship, bro. Like, 'cause you have to really be there, sitting there, packing order. I got to stay live for 5-6 hours, you know, and yeah, no, maybe when I retire from my job, maybe, but I don't think it's worth it, bro. For me. Thank you, DJ. Did you get my Paradise Dragon? Oh, did you buy that? Is that this? Look, it even comes with this. God damn it. It even comes with a The case, bro, that was a steal. I think it was like 20 bucks under market, right? 15. You just gotta take the sticker off. This isn't from me. This is from the last guy collection that I bought it from. Look at this, bro. You even get the freaking thing. Isn't that cool? Look at that, bro. I'm gonna bubble wrap this, and you also get a case, bro. How cool is that? I didn't know you just bought that. Well, thank you. Right on, bro. Yeah. Look at that, bro. You even get a little. You had to get it. Yeah, I was a steal. I was surprised nobody bought it, bro. I'm pretty sure I was significantly under market on that. Ripping sucks when packs are this expensive. It's fun every once in a while, but financially is worth it. You're serious about investing. Oh, that's true. Yeah, if you're serious about investing. I mean, there's a lot of cheap packs. Like I sell Perfect Core for $6. I think I paid $5.50, which is MSRP, right? It's pretty much MSRP after taxes, right? I think after tax is $5.60, so 30 cents. I have Chaos Rising, but nobody wants that shit, right? I do open all packs, LOL. The only things I leave sealed are gifts. Just picked up a case of Lorcana Attack of the Vine. Oh, how much? Yeah, I think the price is going to come down. That's why I didn't buy any. Bro, thank you so much. I'm a huge fan of the set since last year. Well, thank you. Thank you. I should be thanking you. That's the best price I've seen in a while. Yeah. Like I said, I'm shocked that nobody bought it like sooner. Like I've had this on the store for at least a month. I am shocked. What was I charging? 100, 105? Let me see. It was way too cheap. I was shocked nobody bought it. Yeah. 105, bro. That's dirt cheap. Good pickup. If you do rip and chip, you'd have to sell less sealed, but you'd be ripping your own inventory. Yeah, but like the shit that I have problems selling, nobody wants. Like the only things I have problems selling is obviously Perfect Order, Chaos Rising, and well, the more expensive stuff like Chilling Rain, but you know, I'm not gonna open a booster box. I would open one booster box if you guys wanted. I have one that's like super beat up that I'm selling on my store for pack price. I'm pretty sure, at least when I listed it. I don't know if it still is. It's literally, I think there's no premium on it, and they're unweighed packs. Like, hello, it's a beat up looking box, but that's also why it's so cheap, right? Where is it? I'm at least when I listed it, this was the same price as loose packs, 36 loose packs, unweighed packs. I don't know if they still are. Let me see. TCG Chilling Rain pack. Let's see. What is the price? $20 for a sleeved, which you could argue this is in this. It's as good as a sleeve. The reason sleeves are so expensive because hopefully they're not weighed, but it's not, so we can't do that. Let's see. These are cheaper because they're probably weighed, right? Oh, I clicked on what the fuck is this? Fun pack? Oh, hell no. Why can't I just find the regular ass pack? Hold on. Market might have come down, to be honest. 1108. What's the cheapest you can get them? 1137. So let's do 1130. It might have come down a buck or two. 1137 times 36 is 410. Okay, and what am I charging? Again, when I listed it, it was exactly the same. 450. Yeah, it's come down a bit. Hey, it is what it is. I can't really go off of loose packs that are guaranteed weighed and scanned. I got to have some kind of premium, right? Let's see. I open all packs and get them graded. Oh, really? I have a huge percent of my cards are 9s and 10s. I keep it to myself, though. I don't want too many people knowing. You just told 105 people. What's your take on booster bundle displays? I like them. I think they're really cool. The 10 booster box that come in the... Oh, whoa. You mean like... what's it called? Like the case for it, but there's like a name. Yeah, I don't like that. No, I like I'd rather have the loose ones. I don't know. It's hard for me to move a sealed case of that. It's so expensive. Thousands and thousands of dollars. I'll pick it up in about 2 or 3 weeks if it's still there, DJ. No pressure if you want. I appreciate you supporting, you know. Just got to make some big payments. Oh, take care. It'll probably still be there, bro. I've opened up Chilling Rain in Japanese a bit. Yeah. What's up, Lil Time? I shipped out your package yesterday. I think Pokemon is in a cold spell because Bandai and Ravensburg are creating higher value for the customer. I'm not worried at all. Like the print run, and I hope that Lorcana does well, continues to do well, and Bandai as well. I obviously invest in Lorcana, but yeah, I don't know. There's so little like printed compared to Pokemon, but there's also like significantly less people interested, right? So uh, I don't know. It's a tough one. Like if they both printed the same amount of cards, I feel like it's a 1-to-1 comparison, but it's hard to compare. Lorcana's significantly smaller, dude. Significantly smaller than Pokemon. And maybe that'll change as time goes on, but um, I hope it does. I really do. I hope it grows. It's already growing, but I hope it continues to grow. But it's so small compared to Pokemon, man. Like it's really easy to move those boxes compared to Pokemon because the market cap of Lorcana is, I don't know how big, but significantly smaller. It's always easier to move something small, right? Like Vibes. If you guys wanted to move Vibes, so easy to move the marketplace. Cookie Run, so easy to move. One Piece, significantly easier, but harder these days. Significantly easier to move than Pokemon. Dragon Ball Z, I would imagine, is also like super easy to move compared to Pokemon. Like anytime it's a small market cap, like, I mean, dude, even with Pokemon, I could move. I mean, you know, you and your friends could move the market if you wanted to, right? Like, let's see, Prismat. Like, dude, let's just look. Maybe SPC is a bad example because it just came out, but whatever. How many are for sale right now? I'm blind right now. Current sellers 188. Current quantity 739. So there's only 739, right? So let's do some math. We'll go with the high number 275. 275 times, what did I say? 739. Dude, that's only $203,000. Did you just hear what I said? That's only $203,000 to buy all of them. Think about that. Think about how easy it is to move this, right? And then if you factor in, I mean, I'll bet you a lot of these are like stupid. Okay, it wants to die on me. I bet you a lot of these are like 400, 500, like just unrealistic numbers. But you could easily buy up up to 350 and pump the shit out of this. You and some friends in a group. Hold on. Okay, well, TCG's down, whatever. Like you could literally, bro, I could literally personally buy every single one on TCG if I sold my Bitcoin. Just me. I'm one person. I'm saying it's really easy to move this shit. And that's just Pokemon. But if you were to move to a small thing like Lorcana or even smaller thing like other TCGs, bro, it's so easy to manipulate and buy it all and move it. So like, I don't know. I factor those things in too with the smaller TCGs, man. You gotta be careful with the manipulation. When Pokemon price drops, the cases never follow. Well, because cases are hard to get, right? Cases you're only getting from distro. There's always reprints of Walmart and Sam's and Target and all this shit. The only time you see the reprint, if there even is one, it might be a restock, is from distro. Way harder to get cases. That's why you don't see them go down, right? That's why I'm not saying nothing goes down, but that's why the cases don't go down because they're not reprinting them. So anyways, guys, I've been live 2 hours and 18 minutes. Oh my God, I didn't even know that. I love every single one of you. Please check us out on all our free stuff, which is Instagram and Discord. Why not join? We always have fun. I love you guys. My family's coming in tomorrow. Do some final cleaning and get ready for the family and kids. So it's going to be fun. I'm going to hang out with them tomorrow. So I love all of you. Have a great day. 22's in chat. Appreciate what you guys do. Bye. Have a great night. 22. Join the Discord.